But guys, we're jumping into our first game tonight. Nightshade, Chuck Bengis. Now, Anchor, go ahead and talk a little bit about Nightshade. You know a little bit about him at this
Absolutely.
point.
Nightshade, we've seen Nightshade before. Soul Anasea in the chat. You love to see him. Let's see him up on the screen. Oh, Soul versus May, everybody.
So, Queen, here we go. May is actually someone we don't get to see a lot of very recently. Of course, we get a lot of Rhymez. Rhymez, one of our resident Jeekers, playing a lot in the Jeekly, showing us a bit of May. I think we have YiinJa, a Colorado homie, playing May tonight as well. Now, of course, Nightshade is someone we see quite a bit, and Soul is definitely a character we see quite a bit as well.
Yeah, throwing off that whiff throw into the corner here. Ooh, and burst finally out from Chuck Bengis decides that's the time to use it.
Here we go. What is that? The 5/8, the charge 5/8, trying to check Nightshade from doing something. But once we get that connection in that red RC, we're going to close out that round with that sweet spot SVV.
Yeah, that 2K HVV route. Oh, off the wall bounce. Clean. Choosing not to extend with the Wild Assault there, but finds the 5P on the jump in after. Oh, reset there off Bandit Revolver 1. Ooh, and that's a lot of damage. Super here's gonna kill.
Damn, and I mean, that's what happens sometimes, man. I know it says perfect, but it's not like you played bad. You know, Nightshade definitely someone who's going to threaten those re-grabs against you, so I don't blame you for backdashing on that wake up. And once you get that close slash, that counter hit close slash, you got the meter to dump. It's a soul round. That's all you can say.
Yep. And that's kind of the scary thing about like the BR1 throw reset, right? Is you're like, oh well, at least he's breaking the wall. Oh, what? You're like, get me out, help!
Now here we go. Chuck on the Anji. So Chuck Bengis is someone we've had on stream before for the Jeekly. In fact, I looked it up before the stream. We had them in a mirror match against Ian Sharp way back in the Jeekly 9, I think it was, in the Anji mirror match. I knew they were an Anji player. So maybe May is a recent pickup, or maybe a soul counter pick potentially, but we're going to go ahead and rock it on the Anji instead.
And spinning through that 6S there, not quite finding maybe all he wanted. But Nightshade getting their offense going once more in this left corner.
There you go, FDing it out, and then once you get that second to IAD, Nightshade with that 4P check right there to go ahead and keep Chuck Bengis on their toes, but this counter hit is going to combo into a wall break, so Chuck, you know, looking in a bad spot at the very beginning of this round, but making a name for themselves so far.
Absolutely, and if you've spent burst, you're happy to have positive here, get that flowing back in. Respects the meter wake up options in Nightshade, kind of letting his resources tick back up.
Okay, definitely a good idea, the burst there. You got 100 meter to spend. This is definitely your round if you can go ahead and just get one hit. But Chuck is going to try to out-neutral you.
Ooh, baits that wake up DP. That's going to be a round of the board for Chuck.
Ooh, I love that 6S like delay, you know, like trying to catch the whiff button. That was really smart.
Cool 6H. 6H is even.
Yeah.
That being said, Chuck getting a word in edgewise here. Blocks the overhead. Staying plus off the needles, but DP's out.
And here we go. Chuck gave up a little information right there showing the 6P when Nightshade did the 5K. So maybe going to reroute our neutral a bit. We'll see. But Chuck is going to get this combo with that red RC confirmed. He's going to get the positive bonus cranking. Nightshade's only going to have one more shot.
Yeah, locks down burst with the wild assault wall break. Finds the overhead, but no resources to extend. DP RC out. Soul routes?
Yeah, what the hell was that? And this is going to kill.
Yep, RC wall stick. Holding on to burst, had 100 meter to spend, maybe to turn things around, but holding on that burst for this final round.
I'm still speechless as that turning around. That was a crazy combo right there. Chuck bursting right here, going to try to establish some dominance, trying to get that second chance. Nightshade getting these stray hits though.
And some of this is some of the most patient strive neutral I've seen in a minute. Both these players very respectful of their opponent's options. That being said, Nightshade spends it all to send Bengis through the wall with a hard knockdown. 100 meter here. HVV Tyrant Rave. Is this enough? Anji's got guts. No, he lives. Burst on deck in 50 meter. Oh, baits the wake up super parry.
Nightshade kind of clean with it, man. If there's one thing about Nightshade, my man's gonna grab you. But of course, that's a kind of an option you have to expect from Anji with the 50 meter, with the burst. You want to do some kind of weird safe jump there where you're actually just going to grab on the wake up instead, right? It also calls out the flex shield. You know, it calls out teching, delay tech or something. So, you know, don't blame Nightshade for going for that and then won him the round.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like fake JP, like, oh, it's an overhead. Nope, it's a throw. These soul players are not devious mix-ups. What if Chuck just goes, you know what? A third character. Mess with me.
Could be. Oh no, we're gonna keep repping the Anji. Could have been. It could have been. I mean, that's the cool thing about this game, especially some of the more recent DLC characters, right? Like, you know, I feel like they've been getting some flack in terms of like maybe the simplicity in their game plan. But the upside to that is that you can kind of experiment with some characters and get like a decent foundation with them with only, you know, a limited amount of hours put into them. And then those little bit differences of the matchup interactions are going to be all you need. During this time, Chuck's getting a combo. Nightshade decides to burst, and we're going back to neutral.
Yeah, getting in with Fujin. Oh, but calls out the needles with 5k here to get their pressure started. Bengis towards with that 2p of RA.
Nightshade doing the normal stuff here. Bandit Revolver, Red RC, Vortex combo as well. Didn't get the wall splat, but we got Chuck cornered. Definitely all you need. Chuck with the 100 meter, man. Let's see how he spends it.
Talk to him. Parry Super RC. Keep it going. Ko's gonna take him to the skies, to his grave.
Man, I was not aware how that was going to scale, but it looked like that close slash did a hell of a lot of damage after that RC and the super. Nightshade not scoffing at that, though. It's just going to go ahead and get some mixes going here on Chuck, and we got him in the corner.
Oh, that Fafnir finds the hit. Not able to route off it, though. Piercy to stay safe. Dodges the Madare. Keeping him in the corner here. Oh, and that delay bringer is going to keep Nightshade in this match.
Awesome.
Nightshade up on
right
set
there.
Point too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still like, you know, I'm still thinking about him, you know, with punishing the fish. That was kind of sick. I normally just see that move hitting my ass. I'm not ever whiff punishing it. Nightshade DPing to get out of the corner here. Chuck with a lot of resources. We got to see how he decides to spend them.
Overhead blocked. RC to stay safe though. Big pickup here. Oh, and that close slash is going to close that out. Signs of life for Chuck Bengis. He's on the board 1-2.
Here we go. Chuck coming back in here showing like, hey, I actually play this Anji champion. Nightshade saying, okay, it be like that. I like that. I like that though. I don't know what you call it, that you know, that lose text or whatever. It be like that.
It be like that. Yeah. When I first started playing this game, I set my like win text to like I had to earn that when I was like bad at the game, and then I played a bunch more Nagoriyuki since then, and then I scammed the shit out of people, and then they see my win text and they're like, oh, this guy sucks.
Yeah, I did think that was honestly. I love that you're saying that because I thought that was ironic. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that shit was ironic.
Real.
But here we go, Nightshade zoning out with the gun flames. Chuck stuck here in the corner unless, of course, that spin connects. Nice 2P mash as well. Something that we see a lot from our Anjis in the Jeekly. They love that 2P, man. They're so good at using it.
Oh, and looks for the burst bait, but unfortunately not only finds the burst bait, but finds a corner swap for his attempt at it. Bengis now in a little bit of danger. Ooh, counter hit bar slash. Does this kill? So bad, guy. Spins through the gunflame, and we're seeing a lot of these like empty spins from Chuck here, where he spins through the gunflame and then he's content to just take space. Blocks the overhead and gets their turn back. Oh, but doesn't block the second one. What was that Blaze Blue ass route? That was tight. I've all seen the JD bounces, but like that was pretty cool. Oh, DP's through the startup there. RC's maybe looking for a burst, but Nightshade's just gonna take it to the next round.
Here we go. Nightshade right there. Oh my god, with the do nothing round start, gets called out by Chuck here. Is going to get a wall break. Unless, of course, Nightshade spends their burst. We're getting him back in. Ain't nothing but a thing. Going to go ahead and do this falling JK and the revolver as well. We got Chuck back in the corner.
Keeping that pressure. Oh, empty high into the low. Finds the hit he needs to send him through the wall. 2S gets picked up by the 6H. We've got some co-loops here. We're going to get some positive on Bengis' side. No hard knockdown. Both players with full burst, but a full stick of butter on Nightshade's side. Throws! Oh! Suigetsu off the BRC, but now meter for Bengis. Ooh! Finds the hit onto the Gunflame, but it's just the ranged hit. It's not the big one.
That 2P mash, man. Our Anjis love it. Oh, try to call out the backdash, but great tech from Nightshade. Now we're back to neutral.
Oh! Empty into the low. Didn't quite reach there. And the PRC Gunflame's gonna stop the startup of whatever that move Bunkus was trying. That's 3-1 for Nightshade. All right, and we've got some A.B.A representation. YiinJa, fellow Colorado homie, word up. But we've got some A.B.A representation out here. Shout out to Haruko, who's doing very, very well at Combo Breaker this weekend. So curious to see how that experience plays out. Nobody, absolutely no slouch either, though. Already into full jealous rage here. I played them earlier. They're no joke. Bonding and dissolving once more to be full of it on the other side. Ooh. With baits the 5H. And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, and at that point, you just got to hold your burst, I think, too. And Stride nowadays, man, when you get wall splatted, you gain a lot of that burst back. So sometimes you don't want to spend it right away, but then you get towards the end of the rounds, and you're like, damn, I guess I'm holding on to this. YiinJa getting that combo interaction just fine, however, but nobody waking up with, I think it was the 5H.
YRC's out, but finds the burst from nobody to reset back to neutral. YiinJa finds the hit they need, though. Corner pressure going. A hard knockdown off the wall.
Yeah, and I was about to say, man, May post wall break and do some crazy stuff. We're seeing YiinJa right now just getting a nice combo off of that command grab, trying to get a mix to get this last hit, and there it was. Ooh. I think that's JS from May right there, able to catch nobody.
Yeah, that little 3K fast drifting up PRC JS to close that out. Oh, bold wake up throw here. Oh, navigates the beach ball Oki though. Decides to go out of install.
There we go. Nobody bursting to go ahead and get their install going.
Finds the hit. Bends the meter. Back out with more gauge if they find the hit they need. But the air stall finds a hit coming in. The scramble afterwards though.
Oh my god. That was the 2S from
Burst out. Oh, avoids the plus super? I don't know if I've ever seen anyone dodge that, and YiinJa finds it here in the corner.
Yeah, that was kind of nuts.
Says, I ain't holding shit.
I ain't holding shit. No, that was kind of crazy. I mean, first off, awesome to see that 2S. I think that was the, A.B.A has a very unique 2S, at least when they're not in install. It's kind of like a Jacko 2S where it's like super vertical or like Axel or something. I think that's what we saw right there for that really vertical anti-air. But then, I mean, YiinJa being able, was it S-Dolphin that pulled him out of the super that fast? It was so quick.
Yeah, I think Up Dolphin there just got them entirely out of the situation. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Cobalt in the chat, YiinJa'd all over them. Definitely YiinJa'd all over them somewhat, but this 2S with the anti-air again is getting nobody started off pretty well here.
Yeah, nobody's saying, all right. We can put away the SeaWorld attractions. It's time to bond and dissolve. 6P into the Rekka, gets the hard knockdown into JR with a full stick of meter. Oh, but doesn't quite get the link. YiinJa having a chance here, but he's got a ton of mix to hold. Deflect shields out, air stalls. Oh, jumps up and says, get the hell down here.
Yeah, nobody says, you're not air stalling against me. I'm going to call that out perfectly and get that air grab for the perfect YiinJa starting off here kind of strong, but nobody with that air-to-air counter hit is trying to calm down this very aggressive play from YiinJa.
Yeah, finding these punishes on these YOLO Dolphins is what nobody needs in order to both shut down YiinJa's offense and get their own offense going.
And that full jealousy rage too, man. I mean, YiinJa having to spend all of their resources here. Nobody without 50 tension, but I mean that blood cranking, that jealous rage cranking. It is about to go away though.
May 5K goaded normal. Arisagawa Sparkle, that's the name of the beach ball. Oh, chooses to burst. PRC's in. Plus off the key grab, 2K finds with the low. And a barre from YiinJa is gonna close out that round.
I want to give some credit to Nobody, able to use their advancing special moves super well against YiinJa. You saw in that last round against the beach ball, and now here's Nobody able to get a combo off of these advancing specials as well. Key grab, full rage, 50 tension, positive bonus is not looking good.
Absolutely. YiinJa maybe a little scared to air stall there. Nobody baits the burst, and that's gonna be a round. By God, she's dead, Jim.
Clean stuff right there from Nobody. I think that's the run up 5H, able to PRC back to bait out that burst of YiinJa, securing that second game. It's looking pretty good on Nobody's side. Now, they didn't top 8 last Jeekly for nothing. It was 45 entrants or something like that. A lot of killers. So they've definitely proven themselves, and it only took them one tournament to do it. But of course, YiinJa also placing very well in their one and only Jeekly. This is winners round 3, to be clear. So, based on their seeding and the games they've already won, these players, it's not like we're playing too early in the bracket. We're kind of already pretty far in.
Yeah. Choosing to extend with the WAP, going into the install 2H, finds the hit. Little juggle off Dunzai here to get into positive. May's not a weak character, but she might be at a one-touch situation here. Chooses to burst out and keep fighting. PRCs. Oh, but the May 5K extends and stays active. Reversal throw here, though.
And YiinJa getting a throw of their own. Nobody deciding to burst, saying, hey, I got enough jealous rage. I can probably end this game, especially if they're about to get 50 tension right here as well, unless, of course, YiinJa just gets chipped out.
Oh, YiinJa makes it out. JS as they come down. Baits the 6P. Not quite enough to kill yet. Oh. Baits an A.B.A option.
Dude, this defense from Nobody. That defense was insane to be able to hold your own throughout all of that pressure YiinJa was representing to finally get that chance to use your 4-frame normal and secure the round. That was awesome.
Yeah, and these gamers are scrapping. When it gets down to the wire, they are just slinging everything they can. They're throwing sand from the ground. They're slinging mud. They are getting in there. Nice little 2K. Show them the wall. Anti-air, she comes back down.
Yeah, that 2K. What are you going to do about it? Oh, but the reversal is super. Going into your meter as well. YiinJa bursting here on our last hit situation. Nobody just saying, hey, you got to come to me, man. I got the 4-frame normal. You got to keep your pressure tight.
Baits the 6P off the Dolphin, but now with Nobody at full burst and YiinJa at just a pixel, it's a tense situation. That being said, a Y neutral might be all YiinJa needs in order to close out this game. Overhead kiss in the corner. The wall breaks. Meter on nearly both players' side, but burst for Nobody. BRC2K is going to find it. 2-1. Nobody.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. That little BRC forward 2K. Is that 2-1?
2K's 5 frames.
No, excuse me. The score.
It might be 1-1. I might be crazy. Am I crazy?
No,
Chat, am I
did
crazy?
YiinJa win a game? I apologize. I'm sorry.
YiinJa won the first game.
Okay, then it is 2-1.
That was either Nobody's first win or second win.
Okay, my apologies. Okay, yes. Okay. My apologies. Damn, this has been... Dude, I love this. Honestly, I think I just like watching A.B.A because there's a lot of matchups where it's like, ooh, A.B.A Soul, so much fun. A.B.A Leo, so much fun. A.B.A May seems really fun. I wonder if it's just an A.B.A thing, at least as a spectator. And finally, we get to see Yamada-san coming in. with the hard knockdown. Nobody going to be stuck here, losing their rage as well, but we do have a little bit of resources to fight back with, unless, of course, we just get that counter hit close slap. YiinJa getting a perfect.
Absolutely. Oh, and shout out to Noob Cheesecake rating in with a party of 4. Hope you're here for a night of some fantastic Guilty Gear Strive action.
Yeah, if that is Uber Cheese, I think that's Uber Cheesecake, or maybe the names are just similar. But thank you very much for the host. I appreciate you very much, and thank you for the follows as well, guys. I'll shout you out after this. Of course, nobody's getting a combo while in Jealous Rage. YiinJa trying to burst out. Oh, called out for the Dolphin. That's just how fast A.B.A is, man.
Absolutely finds the RC, closes up this round. Alright, no air stall finds a 6B for YiinJa as they come in, getting nobody's offense started. Choosing not to go into install yet. YiinJa one hit off the wall, the anti-air attempt not quite reaching. Nobody says it's time to go into a rage. Oh,
man.
deflect shields out the 2H, but the second hit of Danzai reaches just in time.
Dude, 2S has been clearing. Nobody's usage of it has been so good. But this matchup, man, from what I understand, this is a 3-7 matchup or something for Testament, man. It can be kind of rough.
This is the one that Testaments fear, the one that Potemkins crave. And we're seeing why already from Busta Rhymes. Flicking the crow when otherwise that's just a hard Oki situation for Testament. Testament having the IAD in on certain reads. Armoring through the crow for Buster off the PRC. But a gold burst from Cobalt in response to get this meter flowing.
Here
Blocks
we
the
go. We got
overhead
Busta Rhymes
and
stuck
Mega
in the
Fist
corner.
out.
Ooh, the PRC super. Cobalt trying to establish something here. I mean, Busta Rhymes has been representing PRC super well, making it seem like a Potemkin move, not just a system mechanic. But there you go. What is that, 2D right there? Able to confirm the round. That slide head as well. That's another thing I think that kind of makes this matchup a little rough, you know. Testament, not a character with access to many multi-hitting moves, right? Of course, you have the Stain Pop, which, you know, technically counts as 2 hits, but you got to set it up. And we already saw that Busta Rhymes knows the matchup well enough to PRC through those setups, securing the perfect right there with the Pop Buster.
Absolutely. Yeah, Cobalt no slouch either. They've certainly played this matchup before as well, but let's see what kind of adaptations they represent here as we go into Game 2.
But yeah, I want to just give credit where it's due. Of course, it, you know, from what we understand, not a great matchup, but I'm still thinking about how Busta Rhymes PRC through the Unholy Diver to get the Pop Buster. That was crazy, man. We got to see if they have more matchup-specific interactions like that. Cobalt using the Gold Burst right there, trying to get something pretty crazy set up. We got Busta Rhymes knocked down here in the corner, and we're running our Oki.
And this is everything Cobalt wants. The Strovia's out, hard knockdown, Stain applied. Burst still on deck for Busta Rhymes though, nearly at 50 meters. But this is exactly the type of loop that Cobalt wants.
Looks like Happy Chaos with these super loops, man. We used to complain about Happy Chaos doing this in Season 2. We're watching Testament do it right now, confirming the round with the perfect, great stuff from Cobalt.
Oh, and blocks just in time for that slide head to keep Succubus out. Nice little bait there is going to secure a hard knockdown. White wall assault through the tackle for Samoki. Oh, and baits out that HPV. Oh, gets clipped by the start of that heat tackle. Busta Rhymes maybe getting in Cobalt's head just a little bit, but a clutch IAD in.
Yeah, Cobalt catching on to those slide head patterns right there, was able to get the IAD. Also, the read on that grab. Can we talk about that?
Absolutely. Cobalt's defense here against the grappler is pretty good. Cobalt, someone who's been subjected to a command throw or two from, I don't know who. Another deflect shield. Deflect shield to make the space. Hammer falls in, PRCs, and finds the kill. Granted, that's all of Busta Rhymes' burst that they spent out for those 2 deflect shield opportunities. But when you spend it for the kill, hey, that's pretty good.
That is a cool Testament combo. I did not know that that worked. That was awesome use of the orange Wild Assault. Kind of crazy, you know, I mean, I don't know. Testament's a character where you don't really see too much of the Wild Assault combos outside of 6-8, but that was pretty interesting right there.
100 meter here on Testament. Oh, that might have been an accident there. Oh, but baits the PRC Buster too. The safe jump setup here with the double teleport feints. White Wild Assault's in PRCs, but interrupts the startup. The overhead finds it, and then the low.
Cobalt said, guess for game, hold this low, Arbiter. That was insane, and all the credit I was giving to Busta Rhymes for those PRC grabs through the Unholy Diver, through the projectiles. We just watched Cobalt call them all out in 2 rounds. That was kind of awesome, to be honest. That was, you know, normally we're giving the grapplers praise for the adaptations, but this time it was the zoner.
Absolutely, and like this is where you see like players with a lot of matchup experience in a hard matchup, where you get to see like just absolute layers, right? You peel it back like an onion. You're like, I know that you know that I know that I'll do this, and then they just go back to layer 1, find the immediate counterplay. Absolutely sick. That being said, being locked out of burst here by that round start White Wah. The IB on the slide head bursts out to not hold the Oki. We're seeing a lot of ID in from Cobalt here. So I'm curious if Busta Rhymes is going to be able to start getting some punishes on those. That being said, one-touch situation for Cobalt here baits the Buster.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes definitely a little more grab heavy than some other Potemkins we've seen. You know, one notable one is Vodka Man repping the tag as well. Doesn't grab as much as Busta Rhymes does, and I mean, damn, we've been seeing a lot of them, but Cobalt picking up on them. Right there, Busta Rhymes able to close out that round with the heat tackle, though. And now we got the Oki rolling with the counter hit Garuda.
Oh, and frame traps with the flick. Finds a 2K. Staying plus. White Wall Assault for the wall stick. 6H to kill.
And you know what we saw a lot of Cobalt, you know what we saw a lot of from Cobalt on defense right there was, you know, buttons when we thought that Busta Rhymes was going to grab. And I just pointed it out, you know, that Busta Rhymes is a little more grab heavy. But it seemed like exactly when I said that, Busta Rhymes toned it down, and Cobalt was playing defense as if the grabs were going to come out. So there you go. I guess the grappler making the adaptations, you know, it just took one more game. We got to see if Cobalt can answer it back up and make it 2-2. But right now, Busta Rhymes on match point, possibly. Good stuff right here, being stuck in the corner.
Ooh, Stain going counter hit, close slash on the attempt to jump out. Ostrovia to stay stained. Oh,
no! Oh my god, buff this character, bro. Send that clip to Arxis. That was trash. Here we go, stuck in the corner. Busta Rhymes getting their burst back right here, having to hold the fireball pressure, though. The Stain pop after grab?
Is Stain plus after grab?
No,
Stain doesn't trigger off.
I thought it was going to be a pop. I thought it was like they had Stain and then did the throw, but Cobalt able to close it out.
It won't trigger off throw, yeah. But when you're stained, right, you don't want to get hit, so run up throw becomes a much more valid option for Cobalt. Blocks that Mega Fist forward, gets a punish, but the flick there means that what usually would be a strong Oki situation for Testament. Oh, and on the note of whiffing supers.
Yeah, it's only fair. It's only fair now, you know, apparently. Ooh, but the wake up super right there from Cobalt gets a hard knockdown.
The reversal super. Oh, pleased that they're not using that meter afterwards. Oh, but calls out the teleport. Or possibly OS is it.
Yep. OS with asterisks.
You know what they say? Anytime it works for anytime my opponent does it, it's just corny mash. Anytime I do it, it's a calculated OS. Joking, of course. With these slide head trades, getting Oki to Potemkin is not exactly what Cobalt wants.
Man, those PRCs through the unholy
Meter on
diver.
deck. A one-touch situation for Cobalt. 2D clipping. Oh, and baiting the wake-up super. Deflect shield out.
Ooh, great deflect shield right there. Does not want to hold that Garuda pressure. You know, we see Cobalt doing the same thing with just raw burst.
Oh, and Arbiter's sign hitting there would usually be great, but unfortunately Pot's already armored and he's heading directly to your location.
Duel 1.
And you were right, Anchor. This is a run-back match. Unfortunately, we're seeing it kind of early here, but is it really that early winners quarters? It'll suck to see YiinJa on the loser side of things, or Dany on the loser side of things. I don't want to see either of these people on the loser side. Normally, they're both on the winner side, so we'll have to see. YiinJa already doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, and YiinJa showing a lot of adaptation, even just in this first set, from what we saw last week. That being said, that 6-6 counter hit. Being said, Dany's still a gamer. I don't know if you guys are not familiar with Dany, DM Maza, get some far slashes in chat. A Jeekly champion for a reason. CSC gonna run his Oki here, staying plus off the shock state Fooder arc. Oh, runs up with a dash to possibly try and find the Fujin, but just blocks it. DPRC to stay safe. Finds his hit here.
YiinJa only has one more chance left in this round. Of course, they were able to play right here. The DP's post-Rekka is something that Dany is representing quite a bit. YiinJa is blocking them right off the bat. 5D mix is going to get them a wall break, and now we're going back to a one-touch situation for both of these players. Dany with a lot of resources, though.
Oh, and YiinJa maybe looking for something safe, but when you've got 100 meter on deck, sometimes you just have to respect the reversal super.
And you saw the HP totals there were close technically, but you know, Dany with the 100 meter right there, it kind of felt like, hey, what's the point, you know? I do respect the run up. I think that was 2S right there. Just like, hey, maybe you mess up your wake up option or something. But of course, if that was a DP red RC or a super PRC or something, you know, the world was Dany's oyster with the 100 meter at that point. The real Anonpi, thank you very much for the follow. Hopefully I said that name correctly. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying the Jeekly. I appreciate you guys taking your time out of watching combo breaker pools to come on in here and watch a combo extender. The second biggest tournament going on this weekend. You know, maybe next year Jeekly 2025 is going to be kind of crazy. Maybe we'll be able to compete. We'll have to see. Dany right here is going to get a hard knockdown starting off this round pretty strong.
Yo, JeeklyCon? No, I'm just joking. 5D RC is gonna open YiinJa up here in the corner. Gets his burst back for next round, but that's gonna be a perfect on the board for DMD.
Ending another round with Sacred Edge, but YiinJa with a Nagi hug. I think that was a counter hit to start this as well, wasn't it? The counter of Nagi hug, or maybe it was an aerial jump right here. We get the hard knockdown. Getting a nice
yeah, those are those Season 3 Anji routes. These hurt. Keeping that positive flowing. Gonna have meter after this next hit here. Oh, Dany DPing the gap of the overhead Fujin and calling out these throws.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Dany DI in all of the Jeekly history, but here it is right here in Game 2 winners quarters of the Jeekly 15. Getting pressured, however, by YiinJa, spending our burst, saying, hey, we only need one more hit to close it out, but the hero burst gets punished. YiinJa secures the round. DI into lose, 100% reliable. You're spitting.
True. We know Dany doesn't drop combos. He can't drop DI into lose. No. We're just joking. We're joking.
He's got that one labbed out. Ian Sharp with the shock state over here, getting thrown red RC. Dany's going to close it out with that one. All right, give Dany some credit. The 2 rounds he won in that game were both perfects. So maybe that's what that game 2 was. He said, hey, it wasn't a perfect. I'm just going to DI and see what happens. We'll see. Ian Sharp playing pretty clutch, though, man. That 1 round was really good. That was really awesome. Holding their own, even when Dany threatened that hero burst to try to steal the round with the DI. But we kept it clean. And also to give Ian Sharp some credit, I think that their last run was also a loser's run. It wasn't winners finals, was it? Or was it winners semis? I actually can't remember now, but we'll have to see. Ian Sharp definitely a capable player if they can't bring it back here. But also a capable player. Maybe they will bring it back here. They went 2-3 with Dany last time, so we'll see.
High bar slash, everybody. Whoa. When in doubt, do it again. That being said, a lot of great callouts on these empty spins. Ooh, and this 2H is gonna get disrespected by the Lightning.
All right, that was
off the tumble.
Yeah, that was
I swear,
crazy.
there's so many Dany combos. You're like, surely it's over. Shock state 6H picks up in the tumble.
Surely
Close
he
slash
messed
in the
this
corner
up.
picks up off this RTL PRC tumble. You're like, all right, my bad.
You're like, oh, he must have messed it up, and now he's trying to fix it. But no, that was a confirm.
I actually wonder if that might be an Anji specific combo because he's got a weird tumble pause.
Maybe. There we go. RTL gets the hard knockdown and the positive bonus cranking, but Ian Sharp does have this parry. They do have deflect shield, and they're about to have burst if they just wait a second longer. The Nagihara is going to combo. We try to get the reset, but man, Dany's been DPing all of these meaties.
And if you notice, when he's DPing, he very often has meter to try and make it safe after, but when it just hits, he just lets it rock. That being said, a good hit from Ian Sharp here is all he needs to tie up this set. Let's see if he can't get on the board. Full burst on both sides.
I mean, and that's something you got to give Ian Sharp credit for is these 6Ps, man. These 6Ps have been great, but the jump, the grab read from Dany and the burst read as well definitely hurts.
Yeah, that low to catch the startup of CSE in the corner there was so good for Ian Sharp, but getting his throw baited afterwards is leading to a world of hurt here.
All right, it's like the last round all over again, but this time it was the safe jab 5K into the grab. Dany closes it out 3-0 here in winners quarters of the Jeekly 15.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yoho on the Testament.
Now, I want to put some respect on YoHo's name. I want to say that, you guys were educating me earlier. Isn't YoHo someone who's won / top TNSs before on Testament? Isn't YoHo, I apologize if I'm getting you mixed up with someone else. I think that they're one of the only people to win a TNS on Testament. Or maybe I'm getting you mixed up with another player.
Yeah, Cobalt, could you confirm that as a...
Yeah, Cobalt, you in the chat, anyone in the chat, can you guys confirm that? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so... Cobalt, this matchup is Testament favored according to YoHo. YoHo is the best Testament player in my opinion. Okay, well, according to Cobalt, YoHo is the best.
Oh, a second spin here to move. A second spin to move through the stain, the double JD wall bounce. Send him through with the overhead.
I got too caught up in the stats right there. Here we go. We're on a last combo interaction here for both YoHo and MacMens. You have to guess for game with these low and high arbiters, but I don't think that last one connected. But the anti-air H fireball into the 5K confirms the round for YoHo.
Well, when the Acumen 2H but just takes their Oki off it. Finds with the overhead, but MacMens bursts out of the corner. And these IBs on the hits of Fujin are crazy from YoHoSpill, but Madari to get through, burn out that wild assault from YoHoSpill, but throw in the corner here. So MacMens is in a precarious position.
That 5D PRC is mix you can only do against players that are good. And I love that. I love that Yoho started off in the first game with that 5D PRC. Pretty nuts. Also, I saw at one point they did a 5P dead frame into, I think they did like a 5P dead frame setup as well. So definitely some technical stuff going on with the Testament there if you pay close enough attention. Some insane stuff.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, man. Oh my God. I love doing when the mix is 5D PRC 2K. Damn, you can only do that against good players. That 5P setup auto times meaty but doesn't safe jump. Okay, but it does. But it is like an auto, like a dead frame auto time thing. That's pretty interesting. That's cool. And here we go. Starting off strong with that 6P, and we get the stain applied. MacMens is trying to play some calm neutral, but that 5P anti-air gets the burst out of MacMens.
And we know, and like YoHoSpill, also someone. Oh, that unholy diver just a little too high. But YoHoSpill is someone you can tell like when a player's messed around with a character in their kit so much they know like the usual mind games. Or some of these like stained run-up throws. Ooh. Oh, dueling whiff throws there in mid-screen, but MacMens is gonna take it into the corner to get some pressure going of their own. Blocks the overhead.
Dude, great blocks right here from Yoho right here. But Mac finally does get that confirmation with the overhead red RC. The 5D.
Oh, but the charge just doesn't connect. Oh, makes it just over the Grave Reaper. Finds the hit they need to close out that round.
Great stuff. Almost let that round get away from us, but that slow 2H right there gets called out by the spin. Yoho trying to burst to keep the zoning going. Definitely want to keep that space, but when we get that stain pop, we get it reapplied, and we're just trying to keep MacMen zoned over here in the corner.
Some staggered Fujins out from MacMens to try and get some pressure going. YoHoSpill pushes it back to mid-screen.
Using our 5Hs, not just our fireballs and our divers, but our 5Hs, our 6Hs, using all of our normals pretty cleverly here to try to keep MacMen zoned out, trying to mix up our zoning patterns as best as we can, because if you get predictable in that zoning, then you're going to get jumped in on, but that hasn't been happening so far.
Oh, the Fujin finds YoHoSpill out of possession. 5 DRC is going to open up. This is a lot of life, though. Testament doesn't have the most guts. Chooses to reset. Finds the throw, RC. That's a round for MacMens. And there's a lot of really cool adaptations here. Like, at the beginning of this round, Yoho's seeing that MacMens is adapting to the succubi placement and trying to, in the way that he's trying to move in. So they leave the low succubus and then do the hold unholy diver to send it straight ahead to catch his jump. A lot of really cool stuff like that. And then starting to work in the possession to force him to consider the placement and then maybe stay put to catch the teleport there. Which, if he's just staying put, YoHoSpill's got more time to throw more fireballs.
Zoning can be cool, guys. It can be. I know.
It can be cool.
Maturing as a fighting game player is saying, wow, that was really cool full screen zoning.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So help me, I will spin. He's coming.
I didn't pick Anji the not spin, MacMen said right there, but we ended up swapping sides. Still over here in the corner, but that Nagiha combo is going to get Yoho over to the other corner and a wall break.
He's a big fan. Also, keep the joke will continue until morale improves. But hard knockdown over here. Oh, unfortunately an IAD back, so maybe not getting some pressure in. But YoHoSpill respecting the space, moving into corner, looking for the burst. YoHoSpill's looking to take it to the next round. Doesn't quite die yet though, and has 100 meter to work with.
Yeah, and looking for that burst probably changed the scaling around a bit, just caused this pixel situation that we're looking at right here. Yoho may be rewarded with MacMens' burst meter, if not the whole round.
Oh, finds the overhead with the stain. And what looked like a sure round for MacMens baits the YRC, the PRC inbound, to just still there to say, hey, what's up?
Man,
Get the
and that
punish
all went
after.
back to with that red RC back that messed up the scaling. I think that changed the scaling on the damage. Ended up putting
RC
YoHo in that
hasn't affected
pixel.
it, but
MacMens
that's okay.
trying to fight back and say, hey, look, that was just a scuffed one, and I'm just going to close it out.
Oh, finds the throw. Plus off the needles and the crow. Gets his round, though. Ties things up.
Men saying, hey, that was a fluke here. Look, this is what the round should look like. Gets that perfect 5K 6H.
Double possession, safe jump, getting the pressure started here in the corner. Run up throw.
I love
2K
this
stagger,
2K
5D curse opens up, but MacMens bursts out. IB's the Grave Reaper. And finds a throw here. Meter on deck for YoHoSpill, and the PRC getting over the 6P.
Definitely wanted that to be close slash. Ended up winning the round regardless, but man, that far slash 2H that was looking kind of scary there for a second, but able to close it out regardless. YoHo going up 2-1.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty nasty combo that Testament gets with I think it's I'm not gonna tell like I know the routing. Something off counter hit close slash 2H 5K 6H or something.
This is maybe looking a little further ahead. Would we maybe want to try and get losers round 5 BQ on stream? Because we're gonna need to wait until top 8's finalized to do top 8, yeah? Or no?
I
Just think about it. You're
I
good.
trust you. You said which one? BQ?
BQ.
BQ. So it would be loser of AI. And
Or
loser
BL.
of this game. Can we try to get BP?
Maybe. Either way, MacMens getting a great confirm here. Getting this round started off the way he wants it. Oh, show the overhead. Fast PRC 2K says, I can do it too. Here's my overhead, Fast PRC 2K.
No, we'll be good anchored. We can do we'll get Dany reach now. We'll be fine. And here we go. MacMens with the spin and the air combos as well. YoHo taking a lot of damage. You can't sleep on this Anji character, man. He's going to take away your HP. And we got the meter backing
MacMens
it up
choosing-
as well. 5D red RC is going to be the mix. We got YoHo wall splatted, and we're going to restart, and we got 100 meter.
100 meter to mix here. Another 5D RC. RC's in. Pass to stay safe from Testament's reversal super. It's pretty slow. You can do some cheeky setups like that. Says, hey, I'm gonna jump scare you the first time, and the second time, I'm just gonna chill and be safe.
And, it wasn't exactly the same, but I was giving YoHo credit in the very first game saying you can only do that 5D PRC low mix on someone who's really good. And we saw MacMens kind of doing something similar with the 5D PRC grab, but of course was able to react to the startup of the Wake Up Super from YoHo there, and was able to block it out and close out the round.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here we go, getting fireballed out the counter hit 2H. Yeah, that was going to be a shit ton of damage unless you bursted. MacMens making probably the correct decision there.
Oh, and we actually haven't seen a ton of Madares here from MacMens. That was one of just a couple we've seen so far. Because it seems like a lot of the spacings where he spins through things, Testament could bait it. Oh, maybe getting a little cheeky here. Oh, but the overhead with Stain means that despite his 100 meter, he's still got... His health is lowering.
Here we go, the danger bonus, but you don't care if you're Testament. You just want the spacing, but the 5D mix, we'll see if YoHo holds on to this burst. They have the meter to potentially close it out.
Oh, baits the YRC, but doesn't get the punish.
Yeah, wasn't close enough for the close slash, and then does the
Wild
the
Assault
shimmy right there.
5P to threaten the tick throw, and then backdash to find the throw punish on MacMens. Game 5, Yoho up on set point.
Great
2P A.B.A out of the corner though.
Yeah, I mean, I was giving all the Anji's credit tonight about that 2P match. MacMens, one of the best representatives on this character, showing how to use that 2P. Gets the wall splat and the wild assault hard knockdown. YoHo definitely has options on defense here though. Red RT combo, double JD is the Anji umbrella. So we get a little bit of a dust loop there.
Still alive, but on one touch. Wild assaults in 5 DRC to open up.
Good stuff on
Another
MacMens
one.
on defense
Another
here.
overhead over design. 100 meter on MacMen's side, but where is he going to find a chance to use it?
Oh, that was tricky.
Oh, and YoHoSpill's nasty for those. They do the Arbiter, Fast PRC, other Arbiter, but doing Arbiter, Fast PRC, same Arbiter? Oh, yeah.
This is going to be some high quality gear, man. If it wasn't high quality yet, it's high quality now. Luke representing the SJS and a few other tags, I think, as well, here on the Happy Chaos. Bursting out Dany, representing the Delfino Mazza, I think is what it is, PM, here playing the Kai.
Sorry, not CS, far slash tick throw. You love to see it. What a character. Oh, BRC forward. Getting some pressure started here from Luke. Reticle applied. Oh, but Stun Dipper RC, you love to see it. The classic.
The classic.
It's going to be the first round on the board for Dany. Oh, maybe the momentum he wants. Start off this set.
Great just block on the Stun Dipper from Luke right there. That's some heads-up defense is rewarded with it with the combo and the hard knockdown. Let's see what this mix is going to be. Luke with the 100 meter about to get their burst back as well. We'll see if they can get out of this corner. Dany trying to keep the pressure going. The far slash counter hit. Luke decides to burst here. How are we going to spend this meter?
Ooh, that roll cross up finds it with the shot. Empty overhead throw. That's a round for Luke.
Great damage, great play from Luke right there, tying up the rounds here. Dany with his DP saying, hey man, I'm not going to hold these meaties. Did you see my game against Ian Sharp? I'm going to be DPing. Full burst meter, but of course we got some tension from Luke here. Rolling through, Dany wise to the roll mix-ups, able to block that one out. JS is through
Kills the clone, and then the 2S finds it. High profiles that 2K to get in. That stagger pressure Fooder arc finds the hit here. Hard knockdown off the RTL, but Luke has burst for the other side.
Ooh. Yeah, those changes to gold burst, man. We saw the safe jab right there, but able to gold burst, even though it doesn't connect, even though it gets blocked, it's a hard thing to punish now in Season 3.
Absolutely.
Keep an eye on the Discord, guys. TO in this late in the game. We're trying to keep it rolling, trying to keep this bracket going, guys. Welcome to our crossplay tournament. One of the beauties of crossplay is that we're able to play across all of the United States, the continental United States. Pretty crazy, man. It's awesome that we're able to see this kind of level of competition. You know, Combo Breaker, an amazing tournament going on this weekend. People have to travel, of course, to the venue, having an amazing time, and it's well maintained, by the way, but that travel, man, it can add up financially. But here, our players are in their underwear and socks on their home computers, playing on the microwave internet, trying their best to win $100. You gotta respect it. Dany breaking the wall, starting off this round pretty strong.
Curse applied. Hopefully gonna keep out the Stun Dipper RC, but no, it arrives. Run from it, fear it. Stun Dipper RC arrives all the same.
Here we go, Luke able to answer that last round with a strong start of their own here, but the delay tech from Dany calls out that pressure from Luke, gets the back throw, and now we're stuck here in the corner. We're forced to try to FD out the pressure, but then the Sacred Edge is confirmed. We got a hard knockdown rolling. Oh, the
Gold burst out
right there. Luke gets a punish with the 6S. That's right, the advancing punch. Deus Ex Machina for the hard knockdown as well. Are we going to turn this round around? I'm sorry, my dog is dreaming in the background because she's barking in her sleep. I am sorry if you can hear that.
Oh, JSRC. JSRC to stay plus because Focus had already burnt out. Finds the hit after.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was Wild Assault that took that hit, wasn't it? The blue Wild Assault, I'm not even sure, but able to close that round out. Of course, we're getting floor bounced over here. Dany with a nice combo and the Wild Assault to boot.
Rolls through, shoots him on the other side. Only one bullet in the chamber, but Deus Ex is going to fix that problem for Luke right now.
Luke getting a hard knockdown right here. Dany with literally full resources across the board. Sends one Stun Dipper. Maybe he'll send another. He can afford to. The run-up throw, Red RC trying to bait the burst from Luke. We're full screen
Luke escapes.
now.
Super focus activated. The reticle just not quite fast enough off the jump there. Kai JS closing the distance. Doing a little Hercules impression. I can go the distance.
Some Jeek lore. I was in show choir in high school, and I sang that song as my audition.
Yo!
Yeah.
I was not in show choir. I was in men's chorale, though.
Men's chorale? I never heard the word chorale.
It was just our honors choir.
Okay.
That's just what we called it to be fancy. I think a chorale and a choir might actually be like two distinct things. Any choir heads in chat wanna correct me on this? Are chorales and choirs equivalent?
Holy saying Jeek a theater kid. I was unfortunately a theater kid.
I was not a theater kid. I was a musical kid because it was the closest thing we had to theater, but I did not vibe. I did not match the vibe.
Here we go, the run up.
Sliding in under Kai 5k there. Dany DPing out. And something Dany's been doing in these sets a lot is representing a really early DP on like a very aggressive gap to try and maybe scare Luke into respecting DPs later. But a 6P from Luke's gonna refill his bullets. I don't know if this is gonna find the wall break, but it's gonna set him up with some good Oki.
I think it's better for humanity that it didn't find the wall break right there.
That's true.
Trying to get our focus back. Of course, it's all back now, but Dany capitalizing with that red RC confirm.
Look at this damage. Is that Nagori? You know, it's just Kai Kisuke. Stun Dipper RC. Oh, but the A.B.A 2D is going to get the launch that Luke needs, wants, desires.
A.B.A 2D, you know, maybe that was the flex shield, maybe that was a back throw, but we pegged those. Dany with full resources, though. Does he get robbed here?
Rolls through, but it gets thrown off the PRC of Sacred Edge.
Whoa. All right, that was kind of nuts.
Dany's like maybe just a step ahead. Luke is doing some crazy stuff and calling things out, but Dany's listening. He hears him talk. A nice little throw bait here. Gonna pull that burst out of Dany. Maybe looking for a throw bait of his own.
Pulling out that gun, pulling up, trying to keep Dany here in the corner, using our wall assault to keep the pressure going. Calls out a backdash, gets the focus shot, or rather the curse apply.
Gets curse apply, but just sends him through with his second to last bullet. One bullet in the chamber might be all he needs.
Good man.
Mashes off the CSE. 5D RC, pop him up.
Dude, great stuff from Luke right there. Got the cross-up JK as well to get Dany quivering in his boots, man. Able to secure that round, and now we're basically even resources. Luke can probably keep themselves in it unless Dany wants to close out this set.
Dany not scared of curse, sprinting up to get into range for far slash. Caught with a 6S. Clone making some space, finds the focus, but doesn't get the punish on the GP. A little bit of a cautious 5P, but unfortunately the button after is going to get counter hit. And Dany's in a great possession. He's on set point here.
Just great defense from Luke.
Nearly only FD, but no bullets in the chamber. Curse applied, but what are you going to shoot him with?
What are you gonna do?
That's the knockdown he needs.
Just pistol whip him, Luke.
DP RC out though, burst on deck, and it finds its mark.
No way.
Finds just the clip of it because of the clone, extending the hurt box.
One in the chamber. Call this Call of Duty Black Ops. Luke trying to close out this round. Now we're down to nothing. You got to walk up and knife him. But Dany with the Stun Dipper RC closes that out. 3-1.
Maybe just not the right perk loadout, but we might see more from Luke as he makes his way through loser side. Oh, we will, because he's in top 8. But what can we say? We appreciate it. We love shouting out people who are giving us a shot and showing up to our bracket. We hope they are having a good time. And that being said, scooting right underneath that unholy diver, Saftig's making his way in. Everyone send these two players your energy. They're nearly as far apart in the US as they can be, so send them your energy, hope, pray for a good connection. Ooh, fun little car dash, gunplate to get the wall stick before the tyrant.
Great stuff. Oh my gosh. Mike starting this one off strong. Gets that 2K to get YoHo all mixed up. Far slash connects. Goes in the revolver. Closes it out. Great stuff. Oh. Okay, maybe a connection thing.
Let's see.
Oh wait, are we playing? Let's see. What are we doing? Okay.
We're good.
Oh, okay. Let me send it back to the game. Looks like they are playing. Ain't nothing but a
brief
thing.
intermission.
Yeah, a little bit of an intermission. YoHo spilled their drink. It's in their name, but it's fine. We'll clean it up after. We're gaming.
Well, finds the Bandit Bringer on the IED out. That RC Fafnir stayed plus, but gets thrown for their troubles after.
That was a really cool clash right there with the 2H and the SVB. YoHo able to pick something up here, though. This Stain Pop gets the wall splat, and then Strovia with the reset with this Stain as well. This is going to look good.
Absolutely. One of the downsides of that route, even though you do get the optimal there, is it does give a lot of burst back this patch. Blocks that Night Raid under the Crow that they saw earlier and finds the kill here, tying it up.
And that was awesome right there from YoHo to know that Mike had spaced out that Vortex well enough to be able to block the 2K punish, decides to just do 5D instead. That was awesome, play.
With that high succubus up there, YoHo's got a lot of game to try and avoid move around soul specials, but just a 5H in neutral is going to find the counter hit they want. 5D with Curse. This might kill.
It might kill, but it's Testament.
I'm sorry,
so
I'm sorry,
Testicle.
I'm sorry, Testicle. I'm sorry, Testament fans. It never kills.
It would have killed if it wasn't Testament. Great Vortex 5K right there from Mike. Gets YoHo here stuck in the corner. Slash pressure going crazy. Tries to do a S fireball, but we get called out for it. Backdashing the safe jump. YRC doesn't get blocked, so maybe we get a chance to play. We only need one more hit for both players at this point, and Far Slash does it. YoHo takes the first game.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an ambitious gunflame there, but Saftig's shown us some spacings where that works out. So maybe they were going for a hard read on possibly like a backwards movement to take up space, and get back in there. We know Saftig is a player who does not fear death. He's willing to go in. Sometimes that's just the sole bad guy lifestyle, right?
Damn, guys. The Jeekly is cool. that's all I gotta say. The Jeekly's fucking tight. Appreciate y'all coming out. Appreciate you guys enjoying this match right here. YoHo versus Mikesaftig here in winners semis of the Jeekly. Able to get that JK cross up, but the gun flame calls out any zoning. Mike with a wild assault combo is going to get YoHo stuck here in the corner.
Throw there off the BR1's gonna find that wall stick here. Banditbringer's over that 5H, blocks the 5D RC though, but the follow-up wild throw is gonna close that out.
Basically full burst as well for Mike at this point. Maybe spending it, we'll have to see. I love when Testaments are able to use the Unholy Diver in the middle of a combo to get Stain applied before the Oaken starts running. That's so sick. I love that those routes even exist.
And Saftig using these gun flames to catch these preemptive movements in from YoHoSpill. Second 6B is going to keep him out, help get this Grave Reaper established. 5DRC blocked. Oh, but an unfavorable trade with Night Raid Vortex could spell danger for YoHoSpill here in the corner. Oh, that same 5D PRC 2K, and then the overhead Arbiter sign.
Dude, that 5D PRC, man, and you know what that says about Mike? You know, YoHo is only using these against the players that, you know, they respect, that are good. So definitely showing that respect to Mike, saying, hey, if I'm going to open you up, I'm going to have to do some crazy shit. But Mike with the hard, not the hard knockdown, with the wall break. Oh, the whiff punish wall assault combo here from YoHo gets things rolling for them. Mike is stuck here in the corner.
Oh, heavy mob cemetery, but meter on YoHoSpill's side. Meter still on Saftig's. YoHo winning the scramble after.
I think that was 2H from Soul right there. Awesome attempt to try to anti-air something really deep from YoHo, but did not connect, and YoHo is getting rewarded for it right here with that. Oh my gosh, the red RC overhead Arbiter. 1 pixel. Able to call that with the H Reaper. YoHo getting another game on the board.
And if you're Saftig here, you got to be looking at YoHo's set with YiinJa? Question mark? No, with MacMens, and going, I'd love a spin right now to get through this stuff.
Yeah, spin would be kind of sick.
We got some news from loser's side as well. Domo taking it 3-2 over MacMens to make it in a top 8?
I was gonna wait a second and give him like a little. We were gonna do a whole thing, but dude, fucking, you're right. I've been sitting here with grinning. You know, I don't mean to show my bias, but our boy Domo. We'll give you some more details in a bit, but this is a tremendous thing over in the loser side of bracket.
Pitch me up higher. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
Respect on. My bad. We're also gonna see Anonpi, a Geo versus Ian Sharp in a little bit here, and we'll see what looks like Now Things versus Domo? Question mark?
Starting off the round strong with the Bandit Bringer. YoHo trying to check Mike's pressure with this 2S from Testament. You can't sleep on that normal, but this revolver combo is going to do a decent amount of damage. Uses the Tyrant Raid for the hard knockdown. Oh my, or winning the round, excuse me. God damn. Testament ain't got no HP. Man, that is some technical looking stuff right there. Able to do the feint into, rather the teleport into the feint teleport setup. That stuff is kind of sick, man. Testament does have some sauce, believe it or not. You got to get to a really high level before you start seeing it. But YoHo is showing it for us right now.
Oh, the backdash getting caught by that low Arbiter with Stain. That's going to put YoHo up on set point. Mikesaftig now fighting for his life here in winner's side. He's still going to have another chance if he does lose.
And he might
gonna
start
be an
off this
uphill
round
battle.
super strong, right? I mean, was it the perfect that got that round kill? I can't, I'm not for certain, but bursting out that wild assault right there, so we're going down to 0 burst for both players here, but the meter advantage is on YoHo's side. This JH counter hit starts up this combo. We are on a pixel. Mike needs, you know, any sort of chance.
On a pixel cursed, and the 5 Ps to punish the DP that'll take it.
Because they're in here. I hope that that's not going to cause any troubles, guys. We have an Anji versus a Geo. This is our first ever Geo in the Jeekly, by the way. I think in top 8 of the Jeekly. I think you guys have the fact checking on that. Anji starting off in the corner, but using our burst to take the corner back for ourselves. Anonpi here in the corner. It looks like we're getting tick throwed when Geo is the tick throw character.
Absolutely. And Anonpi has been through the Anji gauntlet tonight, so they've got some matchup experience. The behind the back parry anticipated the cross up RCs to extend.
We burst those with 100
But
meter?
Anonpi says, I've got 100 meter, let's go for it. Unfortunately, that 2P Abari from Ian Sharp's gonna catch them out.
Yeah, you know, Giovanna with the full screen 2D. Ian Sharp saying, hey, look, I got Nagila. It's the same thing. We got Anonpi over here in the corner. Ian Sharp with this, some B&Bs right here. Great combo. Wild Assault as well. Look at that damage. Giovanna not really
B&B,
known for
2/3
his
of your
speed.
health. Oh! Nice little throw tech here in mid-screen. Full sends the Beyblade in. Pierre sees it. And finds this first round in the corner. One on the board for Ian Sharp.
Starting off strong, Ian Sharp right there. And I hope we get to see some more established neutral right here from the Giovanna. It was really just Ian Sharp just playing a really strong game right there, not giving Anonpi much room to breathe. So we'll see if Ian Sharp slacks up a little bit and Anonpi starts tightening up a little bit. Start showing us some of those drills, some of those run-up tick throws, things of that nature. But man, that call out with the back turn parry super from Ian Sharp, that was kind of crazy.
Absolutely, and just being like, you know what? I know it's coming. That being said,
I've been here
burst
before.
out early. And a burst in return from Anonpi. Both players looking to jockey for that first wall break here. Oh, gets hit by the overhead. RC built in time. Anji, damage.
Ooh, the far slash counter hit. I think that's what that was. But the parry super! Ian Sharp saying, hold on, no, you're on a pixel. I'm just going to send it and I'm going to close out the round.
Big counter here for Anonpi to get this corner pressure going.
Seeing a lot of counter hits on Anonpi's side towards Ian Sharp. Was able to do with 2S, with far slash, or is that 5H from Geo? I think it's 5H actually, excuse me. That we've been counter hitting with quite a bit. But Ian Sharp with the needle. We got Anonpi stuck here in the corner, but the back row is going to start some pressure.
DP to jail him back down to earth, and then finds the link here. Take this round down for Anonpi.
Anonpi, you know, going for the grab like they should, but then the PRC to keep it safe, even though Ian Sharp was quote-unquote correct there, gets punished. And here we go. Ian Sharp starting off this round pretty strong, though. Keeps Anonpi over here in the corner, confirms our meter into a super. And we're going to see if we can close out this game unless Anonpi's 100 burst meter has anything to say about it.
Takes the throw. Blocks the low, but no punish. Maybe respecting the meter, but finds the burst bait. Anonpi has dealt with 4 other Anjis today, but Ian Sharp might be the one to stop them.
Was it really? Hold on.
They dealt with 4 Anjis prior, yep.
I'm about to look at the bracket. Oh, Jesus. Let's see.
They played MacMens, and MacMens sent them to losers.
Oh, and Logahan was also on Anji.
Iron Nelson was also an Anji,
Chuck
and
Bengis.
Logahan was also an Anji. Nobody wasn't. They got to play Nobody, who was on A.B.A. Oh, they took out Nobody.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Good point. Nobody's not in the bracket anymore. And also for Ian Sharp to be here, that means Jeekly Cobalt isn't in the bracket either. Hard to see, but man.
Spacing out with the 2D, chasing him down into the corner to find that throw. Tick throw, plus. Go through low. Avoids a bar option, 5D RC. Pop him back up. But he lives. Anji guts. He's Japanese. He's got the lore buff.
Buff Geo, man. Oh.
PRCs to try and stay safe, but gets caught by Madare. Ian Sharp getting a turn going. Blocks the 5D RC.
Oh.
Makes it over the butterfly, but Ko catches at the 2K. Catches the startup Fujin.
2K wolf kick right there. Great stuff on the Anonpi. Great defense from them, but also great active offense from Ian Sharp. Getting that anti-air when the time called for it. Starting off this round pretty strong. Anonpi with no more burst. Ian Sharp getting their damage rolling. Spending that tension for more damage. Oh man, I haven't seen an interaction like that in a while. The red RC to take off the wall splat, the 5D for the extra damage. And look, we get rewarded with the round.
Ian Sharp is so committed to trying to throw a non-pie post-wall break. I like this time for sure. Oh, a 6P maybe a little too early to catch Travau as it comes in. And now Anonpi is going to get their pressure going here in the corner. 5D RC, pop him up. Send him through.
The 2D gets
Madari's
going to
get this hard knockdown, gets a pressure.
Spending our meter for the red RC, hit confirmed, dealing a decent amount of damage. Goes for the reset instead with the projectile. Anonpi with the good defense here and 100 meter, the boot as well, but we get called out with a jump option, I think it was, and Ian Sharp is going to close out this round. Therefore the game, therefore the set. 3-0 over Anonpi. But damn, 3-0, but it was close. I'm not even trolling. We'll have to see, guys. 9th Domo. All right, no, take that shit off. Put on the Jeekly tag, and let's be nice to our man. As he gets hard knocked down, we get in this Garuda pressure. BUSTA Rhymes starting off strong.
And Domo coming in hot off his win on MacMens. Historically a very tough matchup for Faust because Spin deals with items so well. Moves past the trumpet, Blue Wild assaults in for the frame trap, doesn't even care about his homies, just says, I choose Violence Day, catches the jump out with 2K off the Scarecrow PRC.
Throwing these
BUSTA
bomb
Rhymes
backs
maybe a
full
little
screen. Decides to mix for the neutral skip right here. But BUSTA Rhymes says, hey, I also have a full screen special. Spends their red RC, and now we're holding these slide heads unless we have any bomb bags to say about it.
Yeah, love catching Heat Tackle with the 2 hits there is pretty interesting. Both catching it and finding the second hit to break armor. Deflect shield to make space. Scarecrow PRCs to go right the hell back in. Mix. Friends coming down. Baits the command throw, but no punish. Mini Faust, where are you? Mini Faust just doesn't want to interact.
Mini Faust,
BUSTA Rhymes being like, hey. BUSTA Rhymes just tapping him on the head like, hey, over here, buddy. Come on, turn around.
There we go. And we saw Domo go for the command grab when the Mini Faust was on the screen. That insane mental stack when you got to block 2 hits from that thing. You don't think you got to also jump the command grab. Great thrust follow-up as well. Throwing our items. Good items, by the way. Able to get the hard knockdown and the Mini Faust. But was that flick?
Yeah, a great flick onto the Afro bomb bag there in order to make space and make it through to get that trumpet as well. Like I said, BUSTA Rhymes pressure here.
I also felt the grab, to be honest with you, but I was, BUSTA Rhymes has not really been throwing out these pop busters too often, so it felt like it was about time, but no, it was a Garuda.
Oh, and the airborne mix getting there just in time. The crosser chooses to stay here with the homies. Blue Wild Assault, frame trap, stupor. I don't think this kills because Potemkin's got hella guts and Faust damage. But if you're Domo, this is a great spot to be in for the first game of the set. Burst on deck for BUSTA Rhymes, though. Gold burst out. That could be everything he needs to get going. Scarecrow PRC to try and get him to hold some pressure, and the far slash binds it.
With the perfect 2, great stuff from Domo right there, closing out that round. I mean, and we're seeing some cool matchup interactions, right? The mix over the slide head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that's the only example I have right now, but
Mix stuff aside, the flick on the bomb bag. This is a matchup
yeah.
where flick gets a ton of mileage, but you have to be so intentional in your usage so you can navigate certain things. Whether or not you're trying to proc mini Faust, whether or not you're trying to like avoid meteors, right? There's a lot to do, and even some things of Potemkins that Faust can crawl. So there's a lot of strange little matchup knowledge checks here. Even past the fact of how many knowledge checks Potemkin can represent.
Oh, great 5K anti-air right there, catching the startup of the jump. I don't know how that rated right there. What just happened? But
unfortunately, he scarecrowed right into his own banana, but the blue Wild Assault here, keeping his pressure going, 5D RC to open up, holding that trumpet inside, bottling it up like his feelings. White Wild Assault in, though. The 50-50? BRC in response.
Damn, I think that's the third Wild Assault to actually get a counter hit this game. Could not combo, but hey, we clean it up with that 2K 2V. We get this round for ourselves.
Yeah, whatever A.B.A option Busta Rhymes is looking for there, Domo is absolutely calling it out over and over with these blue Wild Assault cancels. That being said, Busta Rhymes has a chance to get in here.
Ooh, great far
Great
slash
preemptive
right there,
far slash to try and stop that mix in.
Garuda pressure is getting rolling right here. Finally gets another pop buster out. Decides to hold on to our meter. Holding this Garuda pressure. Domo using the flex shield saying, hey, I don't want to guess, but we get counter hit with the forward Mega Fist. Busta Rhymes gets a perfect.
Half burst on both sides, but if you're Domo in this situation, how scared of your White Wild Assault? Probably not quite as scared as getting your back broken.
Great
Makes it
FD right
through
there
that
from
frame
Domo.
trap of Flick. Moving back in. Oh, but this is a glut of damage. But burst built in time.
All right, all you need is 1 or 2 meteors, and it's a Faust match. 2H is going to start us off strong. 2H is going to keep us going. Oh, but the 2D.
Yeah, and Busta Rhymes showing some good adaptations, like the meme of I just need to play more patient, but like, but absolutely Busta Rhymes making his efforts here to keep his pressure going.
Damn, great set so far. Good stuff from both our players here, showing that they both know the matchup. And now it's just all going to be about who guesses right enough times, who reacts right enough times. Right there, great job baiting that burst from Busta Rhymes. Domo able to air dash over the flick attempt as well, and now we're getting rewarded after dodging that heat tackle.
You know, JH counter hit, but because of the mini Faust, not able to get everything he would want.
Now we are able to get over some of those slide heads, right? But you saw it right there. Busta Rhymes called out the item toss 2 times in a row, and if Faust can't get going with some good items, then we gotta rely on the zoning. How did that not connect? Oh, we'll take it.
HPV moment. It just doesn't hit sometimes. Mix here to crush guts.
I know Domo is cursing right now at his computer with the fact that Mega Fist traded with 6H. Or rather, hit the 6H from Faust. That was kind of crazy, but here we are, up around.
Oh, but the 2S confirmed. Maybe missing a car to get the Buster here. Now he finds it. Meter on deck. This is going to kill. Oh, but just a miss. Haha, just kidding. Fuck.
That was tactical. Use the Garuda to gain burst. Isn't that what? Don't you gain burst off special moves? I should know that.
Off whipping specials? Oh yeah. Or non-movement specials, I believe. You still get a little movement specials. Oh, backdashing that blue Wild Assault that Domo's been using to frame trap earlier, and now finding a massive reward. Deflect Shield's gonna get him away from the situation, but going back in poses its own risks as well. Bomb out. Mega Fist finds it.
trade hit right there on the mix. Domo trying to zone out, trying to get some kind of open. Scarecrow PRC 2K is going to be it. We're going to get a wall splat here, potentially. No, just a meaty thrust. But the meteor is going to save us after the White Wild Assault. The hammer. Bombo, potentially? No, we're just going to take the wall break.
Gonna get the wall break, but unfortunately didn't have a chance to use meter there or burst in order to get that hard knockdown. That being said, he's got positive, he's got meter, high, low.
Oh, the J2K.
And J2K trades with the slide head.
The Faust equivalent of DP. All right, dude, I'm like clenching, man. I'm watching this one. No bias. I apologize. BUSTA Rhymez is an
Rhymez
awesome
is playing
player
the sets.
representing SJS. Love having them in the Jeekly, but
so just some great gear on display from everybody involved. You love to see it.
definitely. And we'll see. Let's see if BUSTA Rhymez said, "Hey, you want everyone to 3-0? Hold on, I'm about to reverse sweep." Counter hit White Wild Assault starts us off. Garuda pressure as well. Able to 6K in. Gets the pot buster rolling off strong right off the bat. Domo trying to gold burst and not hold the pressure. Good jump on the PRC jump scare there. Close slash connects twice in a row. Domo is running his pressure.
Pilots mix back. Sometimes you're not happy to have to spend your meter on staying safe with the PRC, but sometimes you gotta. And good on Domo for recognizing. That being said, he's got to deal with the Potemkin situation in front of him, but he's out. Flicks the bomb bag's explosion, but Domo navigates over to get in. Kara into the barrier, but the 5D tapped. Gonna open him up. Take this round for Rhymez.
Something I want to point out is that, you know, you were talking earlier about, like, it's like, I know that you know that I'm going to do this, so you're going to do this, right? You see Domo throwing the loves, BUSTA Rhymez doing the flicks. Domo knows he's going to flick. IAD's over it every time. It's able to steal his turn.
Command throw out here for Domo. Gonna get the Afro lit, do a little bit of a fuzzy. Trumpet for Rhymez, but not quite able to take advantage. Flicks the bomb bag explosion though, gets hit by reversal super.
BUSTA Rhymez using the 6K right there to call out a backdash. White Wild Assault's in, has to not hold that trumpet, is able to jump over it just fine. Domo trying to zone out with the loves and get something rolling. Loves using the Wild Assault for pressure, the 5H didn't connect.
Oh, 5K, but doesn't quite break through the armor. That could be all Rhymez needs. Meter off this, and he ties it up 2-2.
Great stuff, and you saw that there was actually a chance. BUSTA Rhymez wasn't fast enough on the pop buster. You saw a split second, or maybe it was rollback, of Domo charging the FD. So you could have jumped there potentially. It wasn't, you know, I think that's typically true, but was able to, you know, close it out with the grab and the meter. And now it's like I was saying, BUSTA Rhymez said, "Hey, look, you want someone to 3-0? Well, how about we go to game 5?" Starting off with that 2P check. The White Wild Assaults, though.
A little conservative round starts into, I'm going to throw myself at you as a bus. I'll do it again. Gets the
I don't need
knockdown
burst where I'm going.
Luke. The flex shield to make some space, but just trades out with the hammer fall. Scarecrow's out, but the Buster. RC, bop, had a heat knuckle behind it. Or heat tackle, my bad.
Run up piece of A. I got a command grab of my own saying hold
I'll
this.
show you what a grappler is. Come here. Give him a haircut. Talk to him. Ask him how his kids are. Put him in the chair. But
Potemkin's family's doing just fine. Toss him up, put him down. Gold burst out from Domo.
Oh, and that's gonna be it. I think the health was low enough. BUSTA Rhymez with the call out. HTB closes it out 3-2 against Domo in top 8 of the Jeekly 15. Well earned, I gotta say. Played the matchup perfectly well. You guys sick of Anji yet? We got a few more. Ian Sharp versus Mikesaftig. Starting off strong, starting off aggressive right off the bat as well. Mike deciding to burst so that they can keep playing this round, but the Nagiha combo is going to go into the super. Ian Sharp starting off this round really strong. Ian Sharp starting off with the perfect as well. Definitely going in their advantage this layer 1. We'll see what adaptations Mike ends up making in neutral and on his defense. We definitely know that his offense on Soul is, you know, bar none. I don't know how to use that expression correctly, but Ian Sharp gets a combo into the super, a hard knockdown to boot. This is looking like the first round. And here we go, Ian Sharp with the air stall, but the Vortex PRC gives Mike a combo. I think they went for a burst bait or something with that close dodge. Able to PRC off the spin, gets the throw. Ian Sharp taking it over Mikesaftig.
I had just a moment. If we could hold on game. I got kicked out of the room. Or not kicked out of the room, but dropped me out of the match. All right.
Oh,
We'll get there. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
I'm speeding. No, Saftig, wait. Saftig, wait. He's so eager.
Okay. Wow. Good on them for waiting. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks to our players. Thanks to our players for waiting. Technical
Thank you,
difficulties.
players. Thank you, players. Good.
Pay no
shit.
attention to the man behind the curtain. All right.
We
Get
got
the
some
hell
Ian
back
Sharp
in there.
fans
Kill
in the
each other.
chat. Ian. What? Crazenor, I don't know if it was you, but someone said this bomb-ass fucking phrase about Ian Sharp. They were like, something, they play sharp or something. Call him Ian because they play sharp or something. Does anyone remember what they said? Or was that even you, Crazenor? Someone said some bomb-ass shit. I'm like, yo, that was fire. I gotta go watch the VOD. I can't remember what was said, but Ian Sharp definitely wearing it well. Man, this looks like the other two rounds. Starting off strong with the super.
Hey, hey, wait a minute. I've seen this one before. It's a classic. What do you mean you've seen this one before? It's brand new. PRC's into a second low. Catches the startup of that IAD. But Saftig answering in return.
I don't know soul buttons, but are those wild throw whiffs? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, one of the difficulties of playing Soul is that there are a lot of things you want to confirm into Bandit Revolver, which is just 2d6k, but 623k is wild throw. So occasionally you'll go for that confirm, and off like 2 normals, right? Like 2H or 2k or something, you'll unfortunately get 623 as opposed to 236.
Yeah, unfortunately,
It happens even to the best of them, but Saftig's not deterred.
And that, dude, that was a good example.
Routes into HEV here in the corner.
That was a great example of, like, you know, deflect shield is definitely, like, it's a great defensive option, but you gotta be, you know, sometimes you get kind of trolled with it right there. You know, if Mike decided he wanted the wild assault in that combo, he was able to essentially nullify the deflect shield. Spending our red RC here and baits the burst. Jesus, Mike gets a game on the board.
So much of that was burst safe, and these fast routes from Soul Bad Guy are so difficult to burst because it offers you so many decision points, and nearly all of them are wrong, and sometimes by the time you've seen the correct one, it's already too late.
Crazy
yeah, Nightshade in the chat. Failsafe you can do is input 41236k, especially after 6p, is like using that, using 4 to clear that, 412 to clear that buffer,
Oh, like do a half circle. Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Jeek got a lot of cats in this lobby. I do. And then Forged in the Fire. Ian looking sharp. That's what it was. That shit is so fire, dude. Ian Sharp playing their mind out, playing out of their mind, excuse me. Oh, able to spin through that 2D. Red RC combo to confirm. Gonna put Mike up here on the wall. Hanging him up like a picture. Ian Sharp decorating out here.
Soul's no slouch on health, but dear Lord, Ian Sharp is just chewing through Mikesaftig here.
Forged in the Fire. Let's see what Mike has to say about it. That falling JS question mark? Ian Sharp playing neutral right here. The run-up 6B gets called out by 5H from Mike, and then calls out the backdash with a run-up close slash. Ian's going to hold on to their burst. We're going to get wild assaulted.
Burst on Ian Sharp's side, but at this point you're happy to just take it to the next round, and Tyrant Rave's going to help you on your way there.
Good stuff. Burst coming out right here. 6P from Mike. Decides to just get the closeout right there. And the revolver picks up, goes into the Tyrant Rave, gets the hard knockdown, takes out Ian Sharp. We're taking another game. 2-1 Mikesaftig. Definitely a strong comeback. Ian took the first game, if I'm not mistaken, so definitely some strong adaptations from Mike there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And who do we got up next coming after this? It's going to be Luke and BUSTA Rhymes, right?
Yep, if we're continuing our run through losers, it'll be Luke, BUSTA Rhymes, and then it's just... We've just got losers semis, losers finals, winners finals, grands.
Yeah, we'll probably jump back up to winners finals after Luke and BUSTA Rhymes, but until then, we'll see if Mike can't close this out on a set point. Ian Sharp has a burst round start to say about it, though. Great stuff. Look at that damage.
He's dancing on him. Blocks the overhead. Still in positive. Blocks another overhead. He's reacting. 6H PRC to stay safe. Spins through the gunflame, but fully cranked risk. Ian Sharp's gonna find it. How much meter did he just spend in the last 5 seconds? Like 250?
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Anji players gonna be showing up to your house at night. They're gonna be putting pipe bombs in your car if you start talking about Anji damage. You gotta be careful. We start sending you letters if you catch my drift.
Saftig doing some really great challenges from the air against the pressure of Ian Sharp here. Oh, didn't wait just long enough in order to get his punish. Punishing with wild throw there is sometimes a little rough because you don't want to throw him out of the corner. But waiting just not long enough. That being said, nearly all the damage he needs there off HVV 6H on just a pixel. Saftig bursting out here, finds the air throw to close it out. But short the burst he maybe wanted to take to this next round.
Mike loves using that 6H as just like a, hey, I'm going to take my damage, I'm going to take the hard knockdown. You see it a lot from him, or at least in this matchup.
He does love that 6H. Oh, and the HVV off it? 5K
6H.
down there to set up his another
Do it again.
8 to 5K with BRC backdash. Opens him up with 5 DRC. Ian Sharp says, hold up, I'm not done with you yet. Takes us to game 5.
Ian Sharp said, hey, you wanted 3 O's?
Another one.
Yeah, we're going to be in losers for a minute, guys. We appreciate your patience. I hope you guys are having a good time watching the Jeekly 15. We're definitely trying to kick ass and get to the bracket as much as possible, but I got to say the games we are watching have been awesome so far. So shout out to the competitors coming out, the people that couldn't make it out the combo breaker for whatever reason, coming out to the Jeekly 15 combo extender, combo breaker at home, if you will. And $100 in the pot to boot. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and claim a code, !Matcherino. Go ahead and drop a code in there. One of the claim codes, they're free. We got like something like 30 left. Jump in there, click claim, it's free. Adds money in the pot. If you're playing in the tournament, you may as well. Ian Sharp decides to burst. Mike with the 5K anti-air. Oh, we got Ian over here in the corner.
Second factor and just send him through the wall. Jumps the 2H. Challenges the empty Fujin. Empty high off a fast Roman cancel from Bandit Bringer into the lows, gonna close it up. Put Saftig on set point here. Game 5, but Saftig's looking to speedrun it. 5H counter hit into the Wild Assault combo.
Oh, the Nagihara connects. We get a combo off of it, confirms into super. But look at that burst build, man, for Mike. His HP did go down, of course, but look at the burst as well.
Jumps out, gets him into the corner, but gets the parry super. Meter on deck for Saftig. And also burst. The Bandit won. Throw reset, but Ian Sharp builds up the burst. The 5k anti-air will close it out. And this is a team kill too. Both of these players for SJS.
Good point. Good point. SJS, what is that, Bad Moon for Luke? BM is Bad Moon?
I think he might also be Bad Moon, yes.
Or he just might be BM. He's like, hey, fuck you, man. Here we go. Luke got Busta Rhymes over here, flicking that FD even in the corner, respecting that full screen 5H when the curse is applied, but Busta Rhymes able to get some OP represented, but can't block this roll. Luke is going to show it off with the flex shield coming out from Busta Rhymes, but the grab on the White Wild Assault, you love to see it.
Yeah, grabbing that Hammerfall, especially when he's got meter, right? You're gambling on whether or not he's going to RC into Buster or if he's going to keep it going. Ooh! The mental stackinator? Give him the instant transmission wah sound, PRC back, bait the throw, scoop back in, and buster him.
Ooh, the counter hit flow slash right there. Luke is going to get some damage off of it. Not enough to get the super, but we do get to spend the White Wild Assault. Still going to get some Oki off of this. Busta Rhymes with the back throw, though. Oh, and not the Garuda hit as well. Oh, definitely wanted that to combo, but...
Oh, finds the gap to White Wild Assault and say, hey, come here. Meter after. Kara into the Aegis.
Slow walk up.
Crush the guts and not quite find the kill with the OTG.
Yo, rob him, rob him,
Luke's
rob him,
alive.
rob him.
He's got meter to mix. First built back up on Rhyme's side, but if you're Potemkin here, you kind of just want this chaos to be dead. You don't really want to have it. He's a sicko. He's a sicko. My bad. My bad.
Busta Rhymes said, did you forget who I was?
And it's some, like, when you run up against your teammate in bracket, it's kind of like, oh man, right? Because you want to see them succeed and you want to succeed. But man, watching two teammates play in bracket sometimes is so good because they work on layers like this. I'm gonna run up, throw this Potemkin. I'm gonna wake up Buster. This guy's run up throwing me. You love to see like the layers and layers of interactions they've ground out, and man, some good fighting games. Had to let him know. That's what I'm saying. Talk to him.
I had to let him know. That's fucked up.
Talk to him.
That's fucked up. They're probably in a Discord chat somewhere right now, deafing like this motherfucker.
Give him a thorough education. That being said, Luke no slouch.
The
5D whiff, but the gunshot to keep it safe. Counters that Buster startup with the DEM builds to send it through the wall.
Honestly, man, you gotta give Busta Rhymes credit because even on all these hard knockdown setups that Luke has been getting off, Busta Rhymes has been blocking them out, getting back throws, and then I know we've been meaning on it, but the round he won with the wake up pop buster, like he does not, I don't want to say doesn't respect the hard knockdowns, but he really knows how to play around them. Oh, okay, that was a weird interaction.
I'm coming.
I don't know when I'm gonna get there, but I'm
He's
coming.
on his way. A throw bait there from Luke, but it doesn't get punished by Busta Rhymes. Oh, and grabbed out of that 5D attempt.
Here we go. Those K normals
Gunflick.
from Luke, but
Oh, not getting
so-
the loop setup though, and Buster Rhymes is able to tech out. Baits the Buster, but a burst is gonna keep Rhymes going.
the PRC Buster. No meter to confirm
quite
it
enough
to a
to kill.
kill.
One bullet left, but DEM's gonna solve that. Is this gonna carry to the wall? Crush the guts for the kill? Not quite. One situation left. Heat tackle in and punished for it.
That was mean.
Buster Rhymes absolutely not afraid to send it.
And honestly, I don't know the startup on the 6S right there from Happy Chaos, but, you know, I got kind of scared there for a second. You know, if it was too long of a startup, maybe wouldn't able to punish that heat tackle, but I guess the recovery is long enough, or at least Luke responded quick enough.
Absolutely.
Man, Jeekly, Jeekly's awesome, man.
It's pretty cool.
This tournament's kind of sick, guys. Thanks you guys for coming out for the Jeekly 15. I know Combo Breaker's going on. I know a bunch of other Friday night tournaments are probably going on. We appreciate you coming in and joining us and watching and competing, of course. You know, shout out to the SJS team for coming in and bringing in a few players tonight. YoHoSpill is also SJS, if I'm not mistaken. So many SJS players coming out and just playing their minds out. Really appreciate y'all. I know the bracket's going a little bit slow with all these 3-2s, but it's paid off for us. Great competition, great matches, awesome stuff going on.
Absolutely. Meter on deck for Rhymes here. Oh, but Luke navigating that heat knuckle threat. Definitely.
Honestly, has Luke been hit by a single slide head? Probably one or two that I missed, but I've been noticing him, you know, either FD blocking or just straight up backdashing over a lot of them. So kudos to Luke for, you know, either just being great against fighting Potemkin or, you know, knowing Buster Rhymes' slide head pattern. Now, of course, as I say that, we get called out for it.
Hammerfall Piercy into the strike, but Luke IDing out of the corner, getting his pressure going here mid-screen. Focus was applied. Collecting all the things he needs to run pressure like they're the Infinity Stones, slotting them into the gauntlet. Bullets in the chamber.
We got the one-man
Finds himself
army
a
full
friend.
reload right there, forcing Buster Rhymes to burst. Luke right here with 100 meter cooked up. It's probably just going to be his round. Confirming it with the Deus Ex Machina. Buster Rhymes is going to have to take a second to think this one out, because now we're down 1-2 against Luke. Dude, this is so awesome. And then after this, win or lose, either of these players, after this, we're going back up the winner's side. Dany against YoHoSpill. Again, really far, right? Aren't they going to be really far from each other? So
A little bit.
we may have to jump rooms. We'll have to see.
Dany YoHoSpill. Oh yeah, because YoHoSpill's the northern state. Yep. Yeah. It's-
And Dany's not even in the States. So
That's true. Well, that might actually be a little closer
you know what? Good
than
point.
YoHo and
Actually.
Saptic, depending on where, like the exact locations.
We'll make it work regardless. But right now, Luke getting the curse applied on Buster Rhymes' heat tackle, but the forward mega fist is gonna be decent damage.
Ooh, the behind the back
anti-air.
5P.
No bullets. Gonna need the reload at some point. Oh, dude, that was cool. Did you? So it was. What was that? The far slash right there.
Just
Was
bouncing him up against the scapegoat. Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh,
Not quite close enough for that throw. But Buster Rhymes will try it again. He tackles in, unfortunately gets punished for the attempt.
I can't
Shooting
imagine.
counter
That,
at round start to take his burst is exactly what you want to see, though, if you're Rhymes, but unfortunately getting shot at on the other side of the screen isn't.
I can't imagine this is really a matchup that Potemkin likes to play against, by the way. You know, getting zone full screen with these 5-8 shots from Happy Chaos. Luke playing it just well. You see Luke going for a lot of resets instead of like instead of like full comboing, spending all your resources. You'll just get a few hits, apply the curse, go back full screen.
And that Deus Ex refilled bullets, but he was quite low on curse, so having to spend his meter there, can't quite mix when he wasn't positive on the focus. It was a little rough, but he finds the hit he needs. Doesn't quite kill yet, though. But if you're Luke, you're happy to be here on set point. Blue Wild Assault 5D. Let's give it.
But good stuff, guys. YoHoSpill's first ever Jeekly sitting pretty here up on the winner side against, at this point, Dany's got an imprint in the chair up here on winner side. Been up here quite a bit. Saying, hey, look, man, you got to be clean if you're going to be playing against me up here.
2H vacuum in on counter hit, but Dany's spending his burst to not get put into the blender. Both of them returning to neutral. Dany, not a stranger to zoning we've seen in certain matchups. He's more than happy to stay away and get some stun edges out.
You're totally right on
Balancing that and getting in. Stun Dipper RC on the note of getting in.
That's the best tool to get in, man. I said it before. I'll give credit back to OEG Pariah Doc when they were on comms. They called Stun Dipper the Disney Fast Pass, and I haven't heard a truer statement. RTL through the Arbiter. Oh my lord.
And we saw that route earlier. Like, oh, I'm cool. Nope, PRC bouncing in the corner.
Great stuff from Dany. I mean, showing that it wasn't a fluke. You know, they got that shit locked in. Here we go, getting called out by that H stun edge. Dany combos. Yoho decides to burst here, but the wall splat on the charge of the H Reaper. Dany gets a hard knockdown.
Early safe jab into the throw, make him think about it, and the Wild Assault has just enough to close that out. One round on the board for Dany.
Good stuff to Dany. Yoho with the nerves, probably, like we just said. Yoho winning backpack brawl. Shout out to that. Can't sleep on this person coming in. First time ever in the Jeekly, winning another tournament as well. So this is no small feat if Dany ends up taking this match right here. But we got to give credit to Yoho, regardless of the outcome. They've been grinding tonight.
Absolutely. The like the iconic Annie poster, but it's Dany.
Oh god.
And it's like a silhouette of Kai instead of Annie.
Good stuff. 2S and 2H jails us in the counter hit. Dany decides to burst through it, gets the shock stake with the stun edge, gets the run up grab as well. Was full screen, and now we're running out of pressure, but the back throw from YoHoSpill.
YoHoSpill saying, all right, let's keep the fire burning. Let's stay hot. Gets this Nostrovia knockdown going. Oh, but wake up RTL to avoid the 50-50 off the Arbiters. And a throw here in the corner. We're going to get some CSE Oki going. And the frame trap off Wild Assault there, closing it out with a close slash.
Great stuff from Yoho. Definitely didn't want to get robbed there. Had Dany on one more hit. Was able to close it out. And now these far slashes. Dany's looking like the zoner here sometimes. Ooh. Good teleport 2K. Dany decides to burst. The far slash whiffs. 2H counter hit though. It's going to be a lot of damage. Oh no. Commentator's curse on that one. I apologize, Yoho. Dany able to do a decent amount of damage. H Reaper goes through the stun edge. I didn't realize that interaction worked that way. Seems like a nice benefit to Testament. Oh, I guess it's not active. I guess it just goes through and places the sucker. Oh, but the wall
and
break.
With just enough damage there off the Calamity 1. YoHoSpill saying, I just killed somebody with this. Let's do it again. This kills. Let's go.
Great stuff, Yoho right there, using the super. They break the wall and take that round. tying up the round count 1-1. Our players want this top 8 to go on as long as possible. God willing, they're going to make this run an hour.
Let's go.
Let's go. Shout outs to our competitors tonight, guys, coming in on Combo Breaker night, forfeiting watching some of the pools. Maybe they got it up on another monitor, and I encourage you to do so. To come in and play in the Jeekly 15, playing their hearts out for a decent prize pool of $115. Shout out to Domo, shout out to Holy for the contributions, and shout out to all of you guys claiming the codes. We still got a few left. Right here as YoHoSpill gets the mix with 5D and the hard knockdown with Wild Assault.
Absolutely. Meter to mix here. If you're Dany, you're seriously thinking about where you're going to use this burst, and that answer might just be next round.
Yep, the trade confirms it. Dany holds on to the burst. YoHo almost has theirs built up completely. The 6P round card says, hey, get that far slash out of here. I've seen the copy pastas. I know what move you're famous for. Hold this 6P
baits
and
the burst!
Bait.
YoHo's showing some fantastic matchup knowledge here. With the 2Ks to low-profile fireballs and avoid shocks, they be even more plus off certain opportunities. Back in Calamity 1, he's just barely alive. Looking for the chip, and Unholy Diver's gonna find it. The DM Dany El Maza dip for YoHoSpill there. Up 2-1 here in Winners Finals.
Been a great set so far, man. I think that YoHo has been really good at mixing up their zoning patterns, and it really hasn't allowed Dany to get in for free. They've been working really hard to try to close in at all, trying to get any amount of damage. But YoHo using the system mechanics, using their burst, using their well-spaced A.B.A, able to keep this pressure and go back to their zoning, or keep the pressure off of them and go back to the zoning.
And YoHo doing a lot to dodge these incoming fireballs, these 6Ps and 2Ks in neutral. Baits the throw. Maybe an attempt to actually get Wild Assault from Dany, but instead of using his burst there, he's going to use it to push YoHo back to the corner and find this confirm after.
YoHo holding on to the burst, has 50 meter as well. Dany with the positive bonus though. Not enough meter to get that stun dipper RC, but we get it here with our 5K as well. Find the jail in YoHo. These stun edges too. Wild Assault confirm off the far slash. The grab, the anti-hop grab. Look at this pressure. The fighting doesn't connect. Dany with the DP. One hit for either player here.
DPRC. Sorry, not DPRC. I mean, it feels like it sometimes, though. That stun dipper RC. SDRC, my bad.
Yeah, the scum dipper. I mean, the stun dipper RC from Dany there. Closing out that round. But I mean, that was a well-played round by both of them.
JH getting deep enough to beat out that 6P attempt from Dany. Large Grave Reaper on the ground, and the pop up from Stain here in the corner. On hit, he would have gotten the meter, but he didn't get that second hit, a stun dipper. 100 meter on YoHo's side, but threading the needle, threading the dipper. CSE Oki here. Looking for possibly a reversal attempt from YoHoSpill.
The reservation
YoHo
of
does make it
YoHoSpill.
out, but it takes all of their tension. And now what seemed like an assured round for them is up for grabs.
Oh! This
Ride
may
the
confirm.
lightning in neutral. Doesn't kill, but YoHo's
What a
at just
pixel.
a pixel.
Oh!
Go burst the 5D, the run up 5D, but TKDP is gonna close that out. Moss is not going out, down without a fight. It's 2-2, game 5 of Winners Finals.
Dude, you saw YoHo so desperate to just chip out Dany by any means necessary. H Reaper, S Reaper, Unholy Diver, any kind of special move to try to get that damage in. The overhead arbiters, literally everything. But Dany's so good with that FD, so good at calling out those panic zoning patterns. I was giving credit to YoHo for mixing it up, but it seems like maybe these panic zoning patterns when we're down at a pixel, Dany's able to weave themselves through. And yeah, that air DP, man, that was an insane choice. Even if it didn't connect, it probably would have chipped. I mean, even if even if they blocked it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he bet it all on the line in that interaction. If YoHo wasn't 6P'ing and extending a hurt box in, that would have been a easy punish. That being said, winning the neutral hard here, sending YoHo through the corner. Dany is in a fantastic position, and now on set point.
Definitely the momentum is in his favor, riding high after that. Probably popped off after that air DT, and YoHo on the other side of things, probably shaking their head, man.
Some fantastic Fusi's going on here, but they're ending with YoHo sticking Dany to the wall here in the corner. This Dystrophy is going to build up some burst, but he's already full on it, so they don't mind. One-hit opportunity. And a couple of trades are going to mean that it's anyone's game here. Last round, last game of Winners Finals.
Here we go, man. Both equal up in meter, essentially, as well at this point. The 2H gets whiff punished by the stun H. Great call out with the H Reaper on the H stun.
waiting. Yeah, YoHo waiting for these specific timings to clash cancel with the projectiles. Both of them fighting at range.
Yeah, Dany's saying, let me show you what zoning looks like. What that...
And then finally breaking out the Arbiter, just hit him in the charge with CSE. Getting just edged out of that Arbiter, though, by an uncharged stun edge. Not quite enough to kill, but the overhead finds it! YoHo wins and advances to Grands. Canonical fight here, sending Luke into the corner with his first Wild Assault, but with no burst to escape. Mikesaftig now has some pressure to hold. Vanderbringer only finding the curse, but a throw on the roll.
Oh, the burst read from Mike right here closes out that first round. Find the curse right off the bat, but the SVV from Mike. Keeping Luke stuck here in the corner. The Bandit Bringer, the slash normals, the 5H, the 2S. God damn, how do you get out of it?
The wild throw here in the corner. RC to keep it going. HVV, but the wall break is gonna find that last point of damage they need.
Great perfect for Mike to start that one out. We'll see what the adaptations are going to end up being here.
Yeah, and among the Soul players and Chaos players I know, they consider this matchup pretty interactive, pretty fun to play. So,
yeah, I was watching Leffen was doing a really cool stream. If you guys didn't check it out, you may not like the player, but for the high level play they were streaming their boot camp yesterday. So it wasn't just Leffen, it was Umi Show, it was Slash, Zando, Peppery Splash, Super Noon. Point is that I got to see a lot of Umi Show on the Soul versus Leffen on the Happy Chaos, and yeah, it definitely. I mean, it looks like a sick matchup, to be honest. It looks like they both have the tools to deal with each other.
ooh, IB's the shot, gets in spacing to punish with the throw. Looks for the burst with the RC. Doesn't quite find it, but hey, we got Dust Loops. That's what the site's named after.
Slash normals, 5H's, wild throw. What is this, the first game again? Mikesaftig representing that command throw pretty well here to try to close this one out as fast as he can.
Oh, but Luke with a great bait of their own. Dodging both the Bringer and the Volcanic Viper. They're going to send Saftig through the wall. Pierre sees the throw attempt at a 6P. Saftig chooses to burst out.
Oh, the jailing with the JPs, man. I love when characters are able to do that. Say, hey, you want to jump it? You want to jump around? You want to jump out of my pressure? No, you're going to stay over here in the corner. I'm going to make you.
Out of bullets, though. Not able to keep that pressure going. Fafnir on the wake up, but the 5D caught out by Chaos's 2D.
Deus Ex Machina will be enough to kill as well. We're going into round 3 of game 2 here. Both of our players pretty much equaled up on burst.
Betting everything on that second hit of Bandit Revolver 2, and it's paying off in dividends. Luke able to escape the corner, though.
Sorry, my animals just went crazy as Luke right here is getting Mike comboed over here into the corner. 5H
Baits
connects,
the
counter
throw.
hit as well.
Has the opportunity to slump, but chooses to get the hard knockdown off DEM, reload. See him on the other side. SVV just reaching in time. 6S catches. Dot popped up. Wild Assault didn't quite reach, but the second one is gonna find it. Hold down Saftig, keep him from bursting, and that 5D is gonna take that last pixel of health that counts. The one that matters the most. 1-1 for both players.
There we go. Luke coming off strong off of that last round right there. And Mike started off pretty, Mike that was the round where he won with that first round with the wild throw. So Luke staying calm, staying on their own right there. Shout out to Mike, by the way. Claimed the Maturino code just a few minutes ago. I love that. If you're in top 8, claim the codes. Claim the codes. Exclamation point Maturino. We got 27 of them bad boys left. I appreciate y'all adding quarters to the pot. It goes a long way. Mike over here with the slash almost gets a counter hit. Luke deciding to burst. Trying to see if we can zone Mike out and make this burst worth it.
Blocks the cross up, but gets hit by the mix after. Bullets back in the chamber off TEM. 2/3 of your health. 5K A.B.A. Talk to him.
But Luke, with that positive bonus, it was cranking the whole time, is able to have almost 100 meter here. Decides to spend some of it on BRC, but the 5D mix gets us opened up. Mike's going to go ahead and close it out.
Yeah, Saftig fighting to see his share of his quarter he contributed with the Maturino code. Says, you know what? Give me my gumball back. Like I said, great pop-up here for Luke. They've got everything they need. 3 bullets in the chamber, focus buff going. DPRC out from Saftig, though. Spends the Wild Assault. Carries him to the corner. No wall stick, though. R/counter hit. Luke chooses to burst out. Adopts his firing position. Sets up his sniper's nest. And off the roll finds that last point of damage he needs. Just shoots Saftig down.
Right as the music kicks in with the hallelujah, Luke gets the curse applied, blocks the revolver, gets a combo for his troubles, getting SVV here. Mike with the slash pressure as well. Look at the FDs though, man. Luke is so good with those FDs.
Man, finding the reward for his blocking here. Saftig with a full stick of butter and burst on deck, though.
Great stuff. 5H counter hit. Gets the rollover.
Run up throw. Bringing the business to him. 2 H's the J2K from Chaos. Wild Assault goes back in. Finds the far slash, and that's round 2 for Saftig. He only needs one more to advance to losers finals. Keep up the canonical matches. We've got Soul vs Chaos here, and if he advances, that's Soul v Kai.
Chat, do we believe in Luke? Can they do it? Can they lock it in? Or is Mike going to go ahead and win their way back to third place at minimum? Are we going to see an SJS Grand Finals? We don't know.
Saftig could go through 3 different main titles of Gears canonical fights because he'd be up against Chaos for Strive, and Kai for Zerd, and Testament for Plus R. If he sends it all the way back to Grands.
There you go, fighting all the boss characters, all the canon matchups. Taking them out one by one. We'll see what Luke has to say about it.
What if season 4 first character Ariel's? Everyone's like, who?
Unironically, who? I'm sorry.
So Ariel's was the inheritor of the original will. I don't need to get into it. It's not relevant. But she was kind of like the main villain of Exerd.
You know what would be a bomb content idea? Someone's got to do a Guilty Gear Jeopardy.
Gear Jeopardy?
Yeah, the categories being like frame data, DLC characters, different games, lore, top players. Alright, no one steal that idea. I'll cook something up. Here we go.
G-Crew activity night. Nearly out of focus for Luke. Puts the gun away just in time to not have to deal with that unfocused buff. So he's getting it back gradually. But now out of bullets and out of focus, his options are pretty limited here in neutral. But the 2S to keep him zoned. And these scapegoats aren't free. They do cost health. Resources built back now. Oh, the nice little reload 2K. The nice little juggle there.
They're clean. They're clean. Look at that. And the 5H chip, or maybe it connected. Luke taking that round.
Either way, it's a tough situation to be in. Being shot, your life on the line. Jumps over, avoids that steady aim shot. Careful for A.B.A, and then says, you know what, DP, it's time. 6H doesn't find, but JD to jail back down in. .2K2D now back to nearly full screen. Saftig sometimes jumping when these scapegoats are just about to leave. Might get a little more mileage from trying to like stay in and getting a little more familiar with the timing.
Gets the reload, gets the grab. No more ammo now though. Wild Assault lets us get one bullet, but Mike with that jump falling JS is able to get some damage. Goes for a reset here and
Jumps up and says, I'm not gonna throw you here, I'm gonna throw you up here. Boom, send him back down to earth. Saftig up on set point, throws Luke into the corner. They've got some pressure to hold. Wild Assault's back in, IB on the far slash. Oh, this could be the hit Saftig's looking for. Risk built up. HVV? It's a hard knockdown here. This could be a one-tap situation for Luke. They do not fear death, though. They are pressing. YRC out. Burst out. Players devoid of resources. Catches with the JP, though.
Here we go.
6S launches. RC's in. Nothing for hard knockdown.
Oh.
Shoots him here.
Oh, I feel a DP coming in the near future, to be honest.
6P for the launch. Bandit bringers back in. Curse applied. Scapegoat out. Only a pixel. IB's the steady aim. BRC to stay safe. 5D gunshot.
Yeah, Luke saying, I don't need HP where I'm going. Decides to spend the clone right there. Opens up Mike, closes out that round in the nail biter, and now we're 2-2. They said, hey, you want this bracket to go on longer? We got you.
Game 5, losers semis. Let me just do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, only 4 games. 4 sets in top 8 went to 5 games. But it feels
That's
like
a lot.
we have all the, we do have 2 more 3-1s. We do have 2 more 3-1s.
Extra games, bro. That's almost 3 whole sets. But no, we love the competition, man. This VOD's gonna go crazy. And the clips coming from tonight are going to be awesome as well. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting. Whether you're a viewer, clicking the Matcherino codes, or kicking ass right now in Loser Finals.
Loser semis, but yo.
Loser semis.
A.B.A on the Bandit Bringer. Backdash BRC to stay safe. 6H, but Luke's bursting out. Ball doesn't cross up same side, but the 5D grounded overheads gonna open him up for the gunshot into Deus Ex. Luke up on set point, but Saptic's burst is built back.
5D opens up.
5D gunshot. It's hard to react to, gamers. JP shailing back down to another grounded overhead. Choosing to burst as opposed to getting slump looped. And Saptic representing an absolute array of movement, right? Between these air bringers and air revolvers. The same air throw setup says, you know what? Let's take it to you.
That 5D
deal with meter on both sides.
Situation.
Run up close slash is gonna take us to last round, last game of loser semis. Curse applied, but SVV out. After pushing it closer to the corner, but the 2S is gonna pick up.
The roll mix opens up Mike. We get the throw punish on the DP as well. 6S into Wild Assault, hard knockdown. Mike does have a lot of resources though. The counter hit close slash. Red RC's to call out the burst. Luke continues his run, their run, and losers of the Jeekly 15 going to losers finals. Mike out at 4th place. Appreciate you, Holy. I got great backup with Anchored as well. I'd say that we're a good duo. We've definitely been killing it on the comms tonight just as much as our players have been killing it in the top 8. Definitely been a great night for the Jeekly. Despite the big events going on right now, we were able to run and have a great event, and it's not even over yet. We got a few more sets left as Dany's trying to open up Luke over here in the corner. Eventually gets it with that JS, takes the round.
Yeah, that wrist cranked up there means just that one small hit along with the shock state extension spells finality. Counter hit close slash, but low on focus means he can't quite extend. DP out from Dany to take his turn back. Out of bullets on Luke's side though. Gonna need to find a time they can reload. Just kidding, they're going right back in.
Great damage there from Luke. Luke is someone we've been
calls
seeing all
out the
night.
Footer arc, but 100 meter ride the lightning.
Taking the round. I was going to say earlier, Luke is someone that all night we've been seeing them low on ammo. We keep pointing it out. Oh, they're low on ammo, but it seems calculated. It's like they know what they're doing with only 1 or 2 shots, sometimes no shots. Right? It's definitely a part of their game plan. It seems.
Absolutely, yeah. They're definitely they're going down to 0 bullets as a conscious choice of saying, I'm going to extend my pressure. They're not going to think that I'm going to want to run out. I'm going to go back in. So, and the way that Chaos's resources have changed here in Season 3, there are absolutely times where sometimes you do run out of either of them. There's some management to be done. That being said, Luke navigating that masterfully so far.
Here we go, that's 6S right there, essentially just 6P.
The burst as well right here to keep Dany in the corner. The grabs, even though we're getting FB'd out. Dany deciding to spend the burst. The 6P doesn't connect. The far slash doesn't connect. Luke trying to get some pressure going. These backdashes from Dany are so smart though.
Oh, tries to shimmy, but gets thrown just at the edge of it. A shock state Fuder arc. It's not quite going to take it here.
Oh, the run up close slash probably was trying to backdash or jump a grab option from Dany there, but just the run up true meaty, the layer 1 was able to confirm that round. Luke starting off pretty strong here though. Even though we're in the corner, we do have the curse applied. We're getting our shots in. We're getting our throws in as well. And getting mixed up, grabbing that VP. Luke is sitting here happy.
Puts the gun away because he's out of bullets. Scapegoat PRC finds a chance to reload. Wild Assault to get that hard knockdown, find whatever he's looking for, but that run up close slash is going to get DP'd by Dany. First, maybe locked away for Luke here. He's gonna choose to YRC out, but baits the DP.
So that ended up looking pretty close there at the end with Dany getting a nice comeback there. But honestly, we got to remember the beginning of that round was like, just call it bluntly, it was gapped by Luke, calling out those DPs and getting a lot of interactions to start off that whole round. Dany here saying, hey, you know, don't count me out yet. Gets the Wild Assault combo into the Sacred Edge. Hard knockdown, shock state applied. Not a good situation to be in.
He's plus off that shock state Fuder arc, but not quite plus enough for that 5D attempt. Some great A.B.A from Luke, but out of focus, out of bullets. That one moment of resource miscalculation is going to cost him, and it's going to cost him a round. Dany up 2-0 here in Losers Finals.
And you got to give it to Dany to know how to confirm off of those random air-to-air hits, right? Was that falling JH, I believe it was, falls down and uses Wild Assault to confirm it into the kill. That's insane,
Dany's had
man.
some great conversions tonight, especially where you're like, okay, he's got a lot, but is this gonna kill? And then it kills, right? From 2/3 away, he's spending 100 meter and sometimes even 100 burst to make those kills happen. But hey, if you win the round, you don't need those resources anymore.
We'll see. Potentially only one more round of this set, or just the start of Luke's reverse sweep on their way to grand finals. We'll have to see what Dany has to say about it. I'd be interested to see what Dany's track record is from the loser side of bracket. I don't know if anyone has the stats, but it'd be interesting to see just how well that they perform from this position.
Mm-hmm. Well, we say loser side of bracket, but they've just dipped their toes in. I mean, they went to the loser side from winners finals. Remember?
Yeah, good point. No, exactly. Yeah, no, I guess we're just so used to Dany. Oh, let's see what this counter hit DP attempt is going to be. Able to swap the sides as well and getting the wall break. Luke has those labbed out, able to confirm the Deus Ex Machina. So they love that. Call that one a intentional reset. Luke able to get the slash here. Closes it out.
Jumps the fire slash, but finds a 6P on his way down.
Yeah, that damage. Leave it to Dany to build the tension with that whiff Direclad into the Sacred Edge, being as optimal as they possibly can. The run-up throw from Dany, red RC to possibly close this one out.
Dany up here on match point, but Luke no slouch. He's not out of this yet. Big shot here.
Solid salt for the hard knockdown as well. Dany about to have enough for burst. The nice tech. Great active defense there. 2K picks up Red RC trying to bait a burst, but Dany smartly waits to spend it.
Luke finds the shot though here. Not quite enough to kill, but this is the wall break and the TEM he needs to reload. Not a ton of focus in the gauge though. And Dany does have meter on deck for GPRC.
Ooh, I
PRC out.
Luke walking up and holding back, knowing that the DP was an option and you were about to call it out.
Burst nearly rebuilt, but the cross up overhead shot is just enough to take the round and keep Luke in the fight. 1-2.
Luke putting one on the board. Gotta respect that. Dany isn't going to take it so easily. We're going to have to see what happens here. Shout out to the player saying, hey, you wanted 3 O's? Well, we're going to make it close. I love it, dude. Tonight has been awesome.
Yeah, we've had some great
gear
games
from
tonight.
everyone.
And if Luke does manage the reverse sweep, that guarantees a brand new Jeekly champion.
Exactly, yes, exactly. Not only a brand new Jeekly champion, but a brand new character Jeekly champion also. We've never seen a Happy Chaos or a Testament in Grand Finals. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We've seen Flame in Grand Finals before, but lost it to Dany. So we'll see.
That being said, Dany's looking to defend the crown, keep his reigning title moving on.
Good stuff here. Great pressure. Dany with the awesome defense, though, not falling for it. Using our backdash actively. Luke finally able to get some confirm of a hit, but the walk-up 5D from Dany is going to go ahead and close this round out.
Absolutely. Dany back up on round point, but Luke's no stranger to fighting back from this position.
Got a walk-up 5D of our own. Luke trying to make
2D finds
corner.
2D finds the wall break there just in time as Luke was out of bullets, but now they've got exactly what they need to stay in this fight. Throws the wake up DP. Takes us to the last round of game 4.
Staying calm in the face of the Kai Far Slash, using our curse and using our FD, and then of course getting a punish. But the SVV right there from Dany puts us back to neutral.
Oh, and Dany saying, you can punish a DP, I'm still gonna do it. Blocks the cross-up but gets thrown after. Burst nearly built back up for Dany. One shot in the chamber. No focus. Chooses to burst to stay in. Gets the throw.
Great fuzzy blocking here. Great fuzzy jumping as well.
Gold burst
Using
out from
gold
Luke. He
burst.
says, I want to win, and I want to win now. Shoots the incoming Fluter Arc. Carries to the wall. Deus Ex Machina. Closes it up for Game 5 of Losers Finals here at the Jeekly 15.
Damn, this shit may be a reverse sweep, or at the very least, it's going to fatigue Dany, even if he does get the move on. Luke putting up quite the fight over here. They aren't falling over. Shoutouts to all the people in our top 8 tonight, by the way, guys. Anonpi earlier tonight, their first ever Jeekly. Luke's first ever Jeekly. YoHoSpill's first ever Jeekly. It's kind of, that happens a lot, it seems, with this tournament series. We get these newcomers, these first timers, but of course they're not first timers or newcomers to Strive. They've been kicking ass in other brackets. Finally coming to dip their toes over here in the Jeekly, seeing what it's all about. Appreciate you guys coming out and, playing your asses off.
Absolutely. That being said, let's get into it here. Curse applied, but finds a counter hit close slash.
Getting the curse applied again. Low on shots, but we're not low on courage. Trying to keep Dany over here in the corner, but the run-up throw gets this H stun edge started, and now we're getting our pressure rolling, unless, of course, we mash out.
Gets hit by the cross-up roll, but no bullets left. Pops him up. Does this have enough to kill? Sacred Edge finds it. Dany again on set point. But I don't know how often I can reiterate this. Luke, no stranger to pressure. That's what diamonds are made of, as he sends Dany through the wall here.
They're going crazy here with the mix. We're going to see if Dany's going to decide to burst. Instead does the DP. We're deciding the YRC, trying to keep Dany over here in the corner, showing throws of our own. Trying to open up Dany however we can, but the FDs, the fuzzy options, the fuzzy jumps, 5D gets blocked. Dany doing a great job of being active here on defense. Gets called out with some option. I don't know if it was a backdash or a jump, but Luke able to close that one out. They brought it back.
Again,
We're in the
last round, last game, losers finals. Make some noise in chat for these players. Burst out from Dany, but he gets shot, falls just short. Luke's got the route, they're sending them through. Finds the focus, bullets back in the chamber off Deus Ex Machina. Burst nearly rebuilt just off that in the wall stick for Dany.
In a great position.
Masterful backdash into the counter hit close slash.
Here we go, Luke applying the curse, getting the far slash counter hit, decides to burst to try to keep the, the pressure in our name. Spends our burst right here, our meter right here. Both of our players sending all of our attention to BRCs, the run-up PRCs. The 5D mix, that's going to be a lot of damage. This is Kai Kisuke we're talking about, but not enough to kill. Luke has one more shot.
Nearly 50 meter built back up on Luke's side, but run-up throw. The Kyle Kisuke classic. And this is probably going to be your last chances, guys. If you haven't already, again, those Matcherino codes are free. All you got to do is make an account and click on it. There's no cost to you. But help get these two players paid. They and Luke are all in the money. So, any code you click on there or direct contribution, these players are going to see a split of it.
Great call out anchored on that. We got a few more codes left. YoHoSpill definitely is going to want you see you guys do that, and so is Dany, regardless of how either of these players place. Starting off with the 6P, getting the Unholy Diver set up. Look at these H Reapers. We got Dany stuck here in the corner. A pickup off of that. It's the H Reaper JD combo from Testament. Been around for a whole season and a half now. Tried and true, is able to open up Dany, and so does this low arbiter as we take the first round.
And a great pressure string from Dany here, trying to find any kind of hole they can in YoHo's defense, and that's what they're looking for, a throw bait there. Dear Lord, that's a lot of damage.
Not enough to kill, though, so YoHoSpill has a chance, unless, of course, that 5D opens us up. We're going to round 3. Dude, I love using the Unholy Diver to jail in these jump attempts from Dany. Of course, Dany able to get out and apply the shock state. We got the pressure rolling on the other side of the screen, but YoHo with all of this meter, that's probably going to kill.
Calamity 1 to catch the backdash and the 6H to close out the round.
Clean. Check out that replay. Able to run up and spend all 100 meter. Of course, even if it wasn't catching Dany's backdash right there, it was going to be enough to keep ourselves safe if he decided to block. So, great option select, you can call it, from YoHoSpill right there. to close out that game.
And
We're up 1-0.
all right. And Yoho, what would you like to catch backdash with? My biggest and most committal move. Very well.
Ooh,
Sending a message.
Yeah, that low arbiter. Ooh, the 6P punish. Dany's saying, hey, look, I'll use my own invincible move. TP's out.
Ooh, and another great throw bait from Dany here. Is gonna find that wall break. Sacred Edge. Stain applied, makes their way in with the JS and finds that last hit with the 5D.
H Reaper gets us. I think that's a safe jump setup. I'm not actually entirely certain. If we had Cobalt on call, we'd find out. But
Cobalt from the Testament tech desk. A great reversal
Yeah.
super there. Finds the gap, but Dany's showing.
Thing, I'm here. Cobalt actually was here.
I'm here. What was the question? A safe jump setup. Oh, 5D RC to stay safe. DP to punish. Maybe cautious that Yoho was going to build burst back. Yoho with a great little juggle here in the corner to close out that round.
Yeah, Dany holding on to the burst means that we're even on resources here. Oh my god, the 2K low profile stun edge like that. That is actually insane. And then it also picks up this Stain, of course, double Stain pop in one combo. Dany says, hey, I'm not holding that.
Oh, calls out the 6H with Arbiter. Yoho definitely getting into Dany's head a little, maybe? Definitely avoiding his defensive options, and now in a one-touch scenario to take the second game they need. Wild Assault to frame trap off the Stain pop with the perfect.
The question, Cobalt, was 2K 2D H Reaper. Is that a safe jump after? Like if you just IAD JH? I don't know. It seems like it is. Which is kind of
I don't
crazy.
think it's safe jumps 9 frames, question mark? Because I don't think Testament IED JH safe jumps 9 frame reversals off wall break HKD.
Pulling out the chip!
The chip?
Yeah, Dany on the back foot on the loser side of this grand finals match. I said it way earlier in the tournament. Dany does have other characters, and Chip is one of them.
Dany's showing he's not afraid to DP on this character either. Gets some throw pressure going here in the corner. Gamma Blade to stay plus. 5P to jail back in. Playing pretty reservedly around Yoho's burst. Happy to have the positive here now in the corner. Fantastic A.B.A from Yoho to beat out the startup of the overhead.
Oh, and that far slash calls out the 5H from Dany right there. But the burst being spent in the 100 meter means that Dany can do some serious damage and possibly confirm this round.
Yoho did manage to find the burst, so it's not like they didn't get any kind of objective in that round. Perhaps this chip swap was the just fresh perspective that Dany needed in order to take over this set.
There we go. Great stagger pressure from Dany, cranking that risk on Yoho, but Yoho staying calm and reserved. Unfortunately, getting caught by that low forces us to first. Dany confirming into super, getting hard knockdown. Gonna try to run away with this round if they can help it.
The dash up IB low arbiter. Let me run my pressure. Being said, Stain has to make their way in.
Ooh, the flying JK into the instant overhead Rekka. Dany taking that round over Yoho, showing that, hey, maybe Chip is going to be the pick. Are we not calling Guy top tier? Dany said, pick a top
So
tier. That's what Mike
sorry.
would say, man.
I
Mike would
don't
come
want to
and
be
say,
toxic
"Yo,
with Mike.
pick a top
Someone's
tier."
like, hey, someone's like, pick a top tier.
Heard
Guys,
something.
it's out to you. Kai's arguably better than Chip.
Yeah.
But in this matchup, Chip might be the silver bullet that Dany needs. Having that
The
speed
Twitch
and-
chat getting a little crazy right now. Let's go ahead and pay attention to Yoho getting counter hit right here as Dany's trying to run their pressure, catches the pack dash, trying to get FD'd out. Yoho getting counter hit again, confirming the super. Dany's running away with this round, it seems.
Yeah, and YoHoSpill's already seen, what, 9 games of Dany's Kai, so having something new to represent is absolutely a great choice here.
Yoho deciding to keep on to that burst as well means that we're even on burst going into this round, even though we're down a round. So Yoho definitely trying to figure out what we need to be doing against this Chip. And fortunately, we're going to have a lot of games to do it if, unfortunately for Yoho, the bracket gets reset by Dany. But, you know, looks like it's sitting pretty well for Dany so far. Great swap to the Chip.
And that being said, Yoho is doing a great job of jailing some of these approaches and anticipating some of them, but with Chip's that fast, there's only so much you can do. That being said, ties it up on set point for Yoho to win the whole damn thing.
Damn, and look at those K normals coming out. That's what you got to do against a fast character like Chip. 5K, 2K, the fastest buttons you have, man. You got to represent them. Yoho with the far slash into the wild assault. We love to see it. Dany getting with the stain as well. 6H into super. Yoho trying to deal as much damage as possible. Trying to not let Dany run away with this momentum on Chip. And we probably only have one more interaction.
6K. Plus on block. Meter on YoHoSpill's DP's the Wa. DP's the Age Reaper. This man can't be stopped. He's getting back in first, but the PRC baits it. YoHoSpill is your Jeekly 15 champion.
Check out that replay. DPing through the H Reaper. I felt another one coming. That reactionary PRC, it was almost like, I mean, watch that one more time, man. It was a PRC forward? I'm not even entirely certain. Was it? Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Launches up PRC forward. Yep.
Dude. That's Jeekly history.
What a showing tonight from our competitors.
Guys, this was awesome. Even with the major, we were able to have a really successful night. Thank you so much. Shout outs to all y'all. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
See you next week. Tell your friends.